This is your Red Lake College pregame show. And at Red Lake College, you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Find out how at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside us, the 23-9 Highland Bulldogs, the 26-8 Mountford Rams. And Danny, a long-time battle between these two teams to close out the season. Usually in a doubleheader, but as we said time and time again this year, this has been an instance where both the Rams and Bulldogs both have that 35-game limit to be aware of. Highland called up, said that they were going to be over. Therefore, we can only play one game today.
Play one game instead of two. It's a beautiful day up here in Highland, and some senior recognition hours going on. Also, Jersey going to be retired as they have an alum that played at Arizona and played professionally for about 7 years in the minor leagues, made AAA, and they're going to retire his jersey this afternoon here right before the game. So a lot of things going on with the Rams playing up here at Highland today.
Playing up here in Highland, indeed. It is their senior day, of course, here at Highland. The Rams seniors were honored last night. The Rams baseball banquet. We'll have more about that to talk about when we come back. We need to take a quick break, but first, let's remind you that Red Lake College has over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from. Find out which one is right for you and how you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, my name's Richard. When my wife had a heart attack, every second felt like an eternity. I wasn't thinking about what hospital had outstanding results or first-class facilities. All I cared about was getting her help fast. Thankfully, I didn't have to think about those things. The ambulance took us to Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. From the second we were admitted, I knew she was in great hands. My wife was immediately treated by an experienced cardiologist. I have no doubt the folks at Good Samaritan saved my wife's life that day. It wasn't until later that I realized Good Samaritan ranks 20% faster than the national average in response time. And they work directly with the prestigious Open Heart program at Washington University. In 2013, Good Samaritan will be opening an all-new regional health center, making their heart care even greater. We're thankful that such quality care exists right here in Southern Illinois.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
For more content, like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Lake Park on the road at Highland today. The 23-9 Highland Bulldogs, 28, make that 26-8. Mountford and Rams. The South Southern Conference Mountford champion Mountford and Rams held their baseball banquet last night, and of course, we have posted the award winners from last night on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, and of course, we will name them for you here. Your Offensive Player of the Year, of course, was Rams shortstop Zach Jones. Pitcher of the Year, Jared Anthus. Your co-defensive players of the year were Grant Garrett and Matthew Williams. Your Ram of the Year, Nathan Holt. And then your Brennan Klein scholarship winner, also Nathan Holt. There are your Rams award winners from last night. Your 2012 South Southern Conference champions, now the three-time defending conference champion Mountford and Rams. All those consecutives, they won 29 out of their last 30 conference games over the past 3 years. Glad to have you with us. Highland comes in 23-9. They finished 7-3 in the Mississippi Valley Conference, finishing second, 3 games behind a triad team the Rams saw early in the season. A triad team the Rams were able to get past, but since then has been playing some great baseball. That said, Highland is no slouch. We talked about it before we came on, and we talked about a lot out there beforehand. When you get to this level, 3A, 4A baseball, and you said it best, these are your words, and often at this level, you're playing against draft picks, and Highland has been no slouch in that department. 2008 3A state champs. Jake Odorizzi was on that team. We all know he was drafted in the first round by the Brewers, then traded to the Royals as part of the Zach Greinke trade, and he is rising up the ranks. And that's the type of play you'll see here in Highland as they honor Fry here today, a kid that played for them many moons ago, but went on to AAA before breaking his back, and they will retire his jersey here today. But Highland has had a lot of baseball talent over time.
A lot of talent, a lot of known Highland area as far as summer travel talent, an area that gets after baseball, plays in the Mississippi Valley Conference. So a lot of competition up here as far as Highland goes. Of course, the LA state title is mentioned. And again, you're always running in this Class 3A, 4A level. More times than not, you're running in the draft picks rather than very good teams. And draft picks, sometimes when you have the better or best players on the field, you have a way of winning more games that way.
That you do. And, of course, this is your Red Lake College pregame show. Red Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for well over 40 years. You can find out more about RLC and their over 100 degree and certificate programs. Log on to rlc.edu. We'll have your Central Christian Church batting orders coming up in just a moment. Of course, we will meet the Lady Rams. We will meet the Rams first here today as they are the visitors on the scoreboard, visitors of the first base dugout. And they're kind of taking this one in as they see the pride jersey retirement ceremony going on in front of us to our left. We're actually atop the first base dugout here this morning. We'll have an 11 o'clock first pitch or thereabouts as they wrap up the ceremonies here at Highland. Coach Hawkins, of course, a very successful coach in his tenure at Madison County. You see the fruition of that. It's always emotional when you retire any jersey, and it's especially rare at the high school level to see jerseys retired. So that tells you the type of accomplishments that a player's had in their history, and you can only imagine that in addition to Fryo, to Reese's jersey will probably be retired someday as well.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be. He's knocking on the door in AAA, playing for Omaha in the Royals organization, and he will be eventually called up, if not this year, for sure next year. So it's a very exciting time here in Highland to see some of their own go out and be successful at the professional level.
Well, one thing about Highland, I love coming here. I've always said that. I make no bones about it. I love the setup here above the first base dugout like this. The other thing I like is a lot of times when you get to the spring sports and the outdoor sports, it's hard to see all the recognition because either there's nowhere to put it. Some schools put it in their gymnasium. I wish Mount Vernon would do the same. That's for another story for another time. But you look around the wall here, there's just no space, so I'm not trying to rip on anybody. Look all around the outfield wall, and you'll see their accomplishments, of course, year by year, and what they have done. And there's certainly a lot of decoration to go around that outfield fence.
A lot of decoration, a lot of accomplishment. And this Highland team, a 2-seed in their own regional starting next week, second to Triad in their own regional, looking to do some more in the postseason here next week.
No doubt about that. Of course, we need to get to know the Mount Vernon Rams batting order, courtesy of Central Christian Church, where you can log on to thenewscentral.com and watch their services online. Video webcasts, neat things. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people.
Currently leading off, shortstop Zach Jones, batting second, center fielder Landon Thomas, batting third baseman Zane Zonders, batting fourth, catcher Grant Garrett, batting fifth, first baseman Colton Metter, batting sixth, designated hitter Colin Young, batting seventh, Matthew Williams at second base, batting eighth, Hayden Panifsky in left, and batting ninth, Josh Gailey in right field. Brock Fulkerson is the starting pitcher today for the Mount Vernon Rams, coached by Tim Holloway.
Of course, we're glad to have you with us. WMIX online at mywithersradio.com. Stay up to date on Twitter. You can follow us there at 94 Sports. You can even like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We are going to get underway here in just a moment from Highland. The Rams will wrap up their regular season before heading back to MVC territory next week, where they will travel to Waterloo, and up in the air as to whom they will play on Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. We'll have that game for you right here on WMIX, of course, but it'll either be Waterloo or Carbondale. Carbondale apparently may have a new look to them as they head to Waterloo on Monday to battle the Bulldogs, and either way, you get into that one on Wednesday afternoon. We're not overlooking this game here, obviously, but you look at the postseason coming up pretty quickly, and that'll be a tough test on Wednesday afternoon against either Carbondale or Waterloo.
You know, you'd have to beat Carbondale 3 times. You'd have to beat Waterloo again. Again, you have to go through them on their home field. So it would be a tough deal, tough situation here, and unfortunately for the Rams, again, I would treat today, and I'm sure that's what's happening, is treat today as a warm-up, because next Saturday you're going to have to get up early. You're going to have to get on the bus if you win that first game Wednesday. You're going to have to make a long journey to Waterloo for an 11-game regional final. So today is kind of a practice run-through for what's going on.
Well, it is, and of course, as you look at the postseason coming upon us, Rams are going to try to get back to that sectional, obviously. Bigger goals than that. Hoping that this will be the year the sectional championship will finally come after a couple of years of coming up just short against MVC teams in that sectional final. We'll see what happens this year. We'll have all the Rams postseason action for you here on WMIX, mywithersradio.com as well. We'll see what we can do about the Lady Rams. Obviously, we're going to follow them every game as well. Station availability pending, of course. Who knows where we'll be next week and how split we'll be or not be, or hoping for some success to come to the King City again.
A lot of success not only in King City, but Jefferson County is
for that as well.
4 schools from Jefferson County today are playing in regional in 3 different regional championships. So we hope the best for everybody involved in 1A and 2A, Weber Township, Woodlawn baseball, and then, of course, Woodlawn or Waltonville Central Valera softball.
I hope to get my dream of an all-Jefferson County sectional championship in baseball. Of course, you know I've always wanted that super sectional in basketball. almost happened in one year. But as we take a look at things, you know, our coverage could expand even more as postseason success comes to Jefferson County. And, of course, I believe we do have an update from the All-Jefferson County Regional Championship at Wayne City.
Already at the end of 5 innings, they started the game at 10 o'clock. The Lady Spartans of Waltonville Cesar Valera lead Woodlawn 2-1 after 5 innings. The winner of that game advances to the Woodlawn sectional next week. That's Wednesday, to be more specific.
Definitely a close one. Of course, most of the games today getting started in terms of postseason at 11 o'clock as well. So no updates from there yet, but we do have apparently a triangular going on in Edwardsville today. Edwardsville leads Mater Dei in softball 3-1 after 4 innings. So that's scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wills, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, you can find Tony on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon, or log on to TonyWills.com. Either way, walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. First pitch is still scheduled for about 11 o'clock, so we should start right on time. 81 degrees under sunny skies. Beautiful day from Highland. Winds will be out of the south, anywhere between, I'm going to say, about 8, maybe even 20, because we've seen some gusts. Winds picked up since we arrived here this morning off the jet. And chopper 940 straight out to left and left center. Of course, after a Saturday sports show, doesn't leave you a lot of time to get to Highland, but we made it here. We're on, and we are about ready to go for Rams baseball in the regular season finale. Would have rather been able to play 2 today, but sometimes things like that just can't happen. We're just happy the Rams have been able to get 35 games in this year, with today being number 35, 26-8 mark, and that is certainly not too shabby, especially for a team that's won back-to-back regional championships and now 3 straight South 7 conference crowns, looking to get their way back into a sectional championship game a couple Saturdays from today.
Well, it'd be nice to see these guys here in a couple of weeks as well. But a lot of baseball, a lot of things have to happen to go right.
I guess I could tell you about the recent history, or the postseason, I should say, coming to Highland. Highland will actually host a regional next week. They'll have the Centralia Orphans, I believe, on Wednesday night at 7 or 8 o'clock. So they will have them in a doubleheader Wednesday. That will follow the number 1 versus, I believe, 4 or 5 play-in game. So it'll be interesting. Highland Regional coming as Triad, Highland, Centralia, East St. Louis, and Cahokia all make the trek to Madison County, and what should shape up, at least at the top, to be a good region.
Very interesting regional. A lot of interesting games today, a lot of interesting games going to happen next week. It's just going to be an interesting postseason.
Well, it's one of those where I kind of call them the home wreckers, Mater Dei and Salem, as they play for a 2A regional title today. 3A last year, kind of when you had that happen, and Altop dropping down to 2A as well, kind of messed things up here in 3A. So that's why the Rams go to a Waterloo regional, and a regional they would have never seen prior. You break up the South 7 Conference tournament, always usually held in a rotation between Marion, Mount Vernon, Carbondale, and Centralia. And now you turn it into a Waterloo regional. Centralia goes north. Marion and Carbondale follow Mount Vernon to meet the likes of Mascoutah and Waterloo next week. So that'll be an interesting regional in itself, just in terms of, while there's familiarity there for the Mount Vernon Rams, really unfamiliar territories. They've only gone to Waterloo, I believe, once. That was this season.
Yeah, early rise. Like I said, you have to treat this kind of as a drill to get ready for next week. And then, of course, if you get that far and get going, you got to treat it again the next week because, you know, you're looking at going to Mattoon. So, again, things you practice and get ready for before you head to the postseason, so you kind of expect things that are going on.
Well, and that you do. And, of course, we will get started just past 11 o'clock. It is the top of the hour. We'll tell you this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. As we're about ready for Rams baseball, presented by Banterra Bank. Lead off the summer with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC. Jones, Thomas, Saunders get us started here in the top half of the first against a right-handed pitcher, Jake Haberer. Taught by Aaron Cooper. Your infield will be Zach Steve, Joseph Duncan, Joel Mason, Brendan Dubach from third to first, with Nick Falkenbush, Mitch Carragher, and Garrett Schumacher left to right in the outfield. So there's your defense for Highland here this afternoon. A beautiful, actually the morning still. This is going to be a beautiful Saturday morning start for the Rams. Left-handed Jones will get us started. 11:01 should be your first pitch. As long as it comes in a couple of seconds. Here it is on the winded fire. Your first pitch is going to miss up and away. 1-0. There you have it. A ball starts the contest here at the top of the first. No score, obviously. Jones getting it started. Howard, a fastball by him. Did Haberer, and the count evens 1-1.
We're starting the ace today, 7-2 with a 1.56 ERA and the whip of 1.22.
Not bad. At the high school level especially, fires a low strike across the plate that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Jones gets behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-1 strike. strikeout to walk ratio, 46-23.
Not shabby.
That's only allowed 32 hits all year, all singles.
1-2 coming aside, 2-2.
And has some giddy up.
Takes me back to the line of the night last night for the banquet and trying to figure out the strikeout to bases on ball ratio as Jones will strike out swinging on a 2-2 changeup. It'll bring up Landon Thomas with 1 out, nobody on.
46 Ks in 45 innings. That'd take a math whiz to figure out about a strikeout an inning. And he can bring some giddy up here. You can see on his fastball, he's got a little giddy up, especially when it gets near home plate. So Mount Vernon's got a tough time today, it looks like.
Could possibly. The right-hander will wind and fire again this time. It's Thomas who shows butt, pulls back, it's up and away. 1 ball, no strikes here to LT, and of course, you multiply that. If you figure a 1-1 ratio over 9 innings, that's a 9 Ks per 9 innings. That's not too shabby either, as Thomas will swing and miss 1-1.
No, and it's, you have to get after it. You know, you aces for both, a lot of teams in 3A, 4A going today if you play on Wednesday.
No doubt about that. It's a 1-1 will be fouled back, 1-2. Thomas behind the count. Saunders to follow. Nobody on, 1 out, top 1. Scoreless ball game from Highland. We are glad to have you aboard. Don't forget tonight's Mount Vernon Township High School graduation. Video streaming available on mywithersradio.com with audio straight from Dr. Smith and the various speech givers at District 201 commencement. Here comes a 1-2 into the third base dugout. Look out, that got somebody on the shoulder. Hope they're okay. Stage 1 and 2.
Open face dugouts. You can walk in, kind of like you see at college campuses, like at SIU at A. Martin Field. Walk-in dugouts, also like at Mount Vernon, but no railing in front.
I believe that got their DH.
Yeah, he's walking it off.
See what happens on the 1-2 to Thomas. We'll put this one in play. That will take a bad hop on. Joel Mason hits his arm and bounces back down. That'll be a single for Thomas. And to bring up Zane Saunders with the runner aboard and just the 1 out here at the top of the first.
Nice swing. He got lots of that. Hard hit ball, and second baseman couldn't come up with it.
Hoping this will be the start of a good inning for the Rams. Saunders will stand in. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Haber. See how he reacts to battling a couple of lefties to open the game. Try to bring you some scoreboard updates today. Games will be going on as we speak in the 1A and 2A regional championship games around the state. Baseball, softball, here comes. Off speed on the outside corner. It's going to be nothing 1 here to Saunders. Gets behind early to see if he can work in this at bat. Maybe advance the runner at the very least. With 1 on, 1 out. Top half of this first inning. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski. Jesse Clark is back to the studios in Mount Vernon with us today. Gave Avery Barnes a chance to breathe, so we want to suffocate. We'll check on the runner at first. Beats it back with a head first dive. Not much going. Nothing in 1 to Saunders. Haber out of the stretch for the first time today. Checks on the runner at first again. Nothing doing.
Quick move.
Very much so. Helps to have a mind like Quinn McClure over there at first base to pick up the tendencies and let his runner know when to get back. Still nothing in 1 count on the batter Saunders. He's got a couple of looks over to first base. Now off speed that time inside. Trying to attain all over the plate. That's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. What a beautiful afternoon. I'm going to say afternoon out of force of habit, but a beautiful morning here from Highland. We had a nice drive up. Fly up. Something along those lines. We wait the 1-1 pitch to Saunders. Hey, let's check on the runner at first base. He's back safely. Going to try to keep Thomas honest on the base pass. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Top of the first, no score. The Rams trying to evolve this into a big inning. Abel looks, gets set, fires across the outside corner of the plate. Behind the count now is Saunders. All 3 at-bats today for the Rams have started with a 1-2 count. We'll see where this one ends up. First at bat into the strikeout, second at bat into single. 1 gone, a runner aboard. Top 1, no score. Pitch on the way from Haber. It's going to dip a little low. It'll even the count here, 2-2. Probably a little too close to comfort.
Yeah, one of those you don't want to mess with taking too many times.
Keeping an eye on that Wayne City Softball Regional Championship game. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Waltonville Sedgman Lear Lady Spartans battling it out. They got started at 10 o'clock. As that'll be another check over to first base. That is the 4th in this at bat alone. We have a 2-2 count on the batter Saunders with 1 out, top the first, no score here. Also trying to keep an eye on the score of this score will be a little tough to come by with the Gallatin County Regional Championship. Weber Township today against Galco, and that's going to be on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Two away here in the top of the first.
Big strikeout there on that first strikeout.
So that'll bring up Grant Garrett. 2 gone, top of the first, still no scores. We repeatedly tell you. Runner on first base. Haber has been awfully concerned with the runner Thomas aboard. 2 outs. We'll see if he lets caution go to the wind. Very windy day. Winds out of the south. Very warm breeze. Temperature could rise up to 86 while we're here at Highland. This will be a wild pitch in the dirt. To second base goes Thomas. Now an RBI chance for Garrett after a 1-0 count.
Pretty good way to start the game. Get out to the lead after a long bus ride up here.
I would have to wholeheartedly agree with you. Talking about regionals, we're going to keep an eye on. We mentioned Weber Township, Gallatin County, at Gallatin County. Weber had to leave Tuesday. Probably just got a hotel room after the game the other day. Yeah. That's an 11 o'clock start time. Also, Woodlawn battles Trico for a regional championship today at Trico. Also an 11 o'clock start. Benton Rangers and DuQuoin will say hello to DuQuoin today. That should be another good one. 2 gone. Here comes the 1-0, and that's going to catch inside that time. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garrett. 1-1 count, 2 gone, a runner aboard here in a scoreless top half of the first. Rams trying to get something going here, maybe an RBI. Garrett would be just what they need. Here comes a pitch on the way from Haber. Check swings by Garrett. It's low. It's 1-2. Somehow that caught. It's actually right over the plate. Just a bad vantage point.
Nice off-speed pitch.
Garrett gets ready towards the back of the box. 1-2 count, 2 gone. Will this be a payoff pitch for Haber? It will. Strike 3 is called inside. 3 strikeouts an inning, but a single allowed. So we head to the bottom half of the first. Still no score. We'll meet the Highland Bulldogs coming up. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Isn't it great to live in a community where people give back and try to improve our area for the next generation? That's what we believe in and why our name, Community First, reflects this core value. If you would like to enjoy a personal relationship with your bank, make the move to Community First Bank and find out what community banking means. Simply stated, we are neighbors helping neighbors.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia.
There's no car that compares to the performance, the luxury, and the looks of a Cadillac. Cadillac knows how to build a car. They know what luxury owners want in a car. And when they get in that Cadillac, they're happy. That's what they want, and there's no going back. Really, because it's a Cadillac, there's nothing better. They've reached the top when they drive a Cadillac, and they know it.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 1421 West McCord in Centralia.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball, bottom half of the first inning. Scoreless thus far as the Rams stranded a runner. There in the top half of the first, we need to get to know the Bulldog batting order, courtesy of Central Christian Church.
Mitch Carrigo lead off, followed by Joe Duncan and Jake Haber, the pitcher, as we mentioned. Batting 4th, Aaron Cooper. Batting 5th, Mitch Monster. Batting 6th, Zach C. Batting 7th, Brendan Dubach. Batting 8th, Joe Mason. And batting 9th, Nick Falkenbush for the Highland Bulldogs.
And we look back to Glick Park, of course, a very beautiful facility they have here in Highland. They did it right when they built all of this. A nice recreation center looms to our left. Of course, Little League fields to our rear. Of course, one of them being, I believe, Jerome Zobrist Field, where they play some Little League baseball. Little League softball field to our right. And then there are also some soccer pitches as well as a nice little playground they have here and a very, very nice concession facility along with restrooms. Certainly a lesson to be learned if you make the trip over here to Highland. So it'll be a lefty character to get us started. Duncan and Haber to follow in the bottom half of the Highland first. Rock Fulkerson out on the mound for the Rams with the 4-2 mark on the line. Good to see him healthy. Fires a pitch. Looks to be right over the plate, but must have been a little high. It's going to be 1-0 here to Carriger to get us started in the first. One-0 pitch. That looks to be good. Right over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Carriger as it evens up. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We'll have your play of the game, of course, in the Bean Insurance postgame show. 1-1 pitch on the way from Fultz. He'll fire it right across again. 1-2.
Brock's second start in a week. He started last Saturday night at Marion at Red One Park against Marshall County, Kentucky.
a nice 4-0 win, if I recall
Yeah,
correctly.
5 shutout innings, 383 pitches.
Here comes the 1-2 slice foul. That will hit the base of the fence. I was going to have to go get that. Bullpens are set near the corners of the fences here in outfield. 330 down the lines, I believe. In the gaps, the 365 and 380 straightaway center. So a little bit shallower than BK, but here comes the 1-2 pitch. It evolves into 2-2. That was up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carragher, getting us started here in the home half of the first scoreless ball game thus far. Rams looking for win number 27 on the year. If they get a win today and then make a sectional championship appearance, they would get to 30. Here comes another one on the way. 2-2, fouled off. Maybe that one will clear.
Yeah, starting not getting a very good look at Carriger. If you look at the stats, batting about 296 on the season, and he has a triple and a couple of 8 singles and 2 RBIs. Not a guy who's going to get you a lot of power, probably a little spray hitter, flat hitter, as they say in softball.
2-2, where's it going? That is going to be fouled off again, so we might have like a 15th chance. He's going to run on the foul ball. Zonders can't catch up with it. Didn't have the greatest look, and then had to turn back, and the wind would wreak havoc with it. So we'll do 2-2 again.
Actually, quite a bit of foul territory here.
Yes, there is.
And it's a rather spacious field, 330 down the line, 365 to the alleys, and 380 to center. So similar to kind of what Mount Vernon plays on an everyday basis at Brennan Klein Field.
Pretty well like an Oakland Coliseum. Foul territory. Maybe not quite as dramatic, but definitely a lot of foul coverage here. 2-2 is the count. Here comes. Will it be an out pitch? No, it'll be fouled off.
Good at bat. That's not how you do it. This is the 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th pitch of the at bat. So not only does Carriger get a chance to see Fulkerson, but he gives his teammates an extra opportunity as well.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Carragher leads us off with Duncan and Haber to follow. Next one's on the way. It's going to miss up and away. Good eye. It'll be a full count to Mitch. Second Chance Auto, your home for the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced at $10,000 in one location. You can find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Also your home for bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto, Mount Vernon, proud supporters of the Rams. Payoff pitch here, full count. No, it's going to miss outside.
That, my friend, was an at bat. That's a professional at bat. They would say at MLB level. When you work a count like he did and get a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pitch at bat into a walk, that's big time.
Bonus points in the video games. At least in MLB 2K series. At least it wasn't 2K10. I've been that patient at 2K12. That'll bring up Joseph Duncan, a runner on and nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the first inning of a scoreless game. Fulkerson out of the stretch his first time today. Looks in, fires a fastball inside. That'll be 0-1 to Duncan. Rams certainly have a capable defense to turn a double play here. See what the speed ends up as with Carragher on the base. As he walked, 10 pitch at bat, as we told you. Not a bad effort.
Duncan batting 269 on the year. Lots of singles, couple RBIs.
Right-handers in the front of the box. He'll show out with the runner going. They're going to attach Garrett. The throw is going to be in the ground. Take a bounce. Good stop there by Zach Jones, and a runner in scoring position now on the stolen base for Carragher.
Just a little interference for the catcher to deal with. The batter squares around, waves that bat out in front of the eyes of Garrett, kind of distracts him a little bit, and that was allowed. Pretty good jump there on the field by Carragher if he gets that stolen base pretty easily.
Very solid jump. Now Fulkerson has a runner on second behind him. Needs an out pitch of some sort. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning with Highland threatening on that runner on second base. Fulkerson looks back concerned. Here comes the throw on the way. Bunts it down right to the pitcher. That'll bench the runner to the third base. The throw is on the way, and it's a good one. 1-3 retire Duncan on the sacrifice, but the runner goes to third. So you have a runner on third and just the one out here at the bottom half of this first inning.
A little bit of small ball here, Mr. Hugo, as they play along. Nice job by Highland. You'll see that very often, but at this level, it's refreshing to see. And now Mount Vernon, it'd be nice to see if Fulkerson could get a strikeout here. With the infielders, the corners will be in on the edge of the grass. Middle infielders will be about halfway. I don't think Mount Vernon will come in and think they have to shoot this run down at the plate. They give up a run here, won't be too bad. If I'm not mistaken, Highland bunted on us 14 times in the doubleheader last year. That's the batter aboard. Haber will take the first pitch. Haber, 67 average this year. He has 14 hits, 5 singles, 7 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 13 RBIs. So nice stick in the 3-hole, kind of a kid you hear about at the high school level, does a little everything, hitting pitching otherwise.
Nothing in 1 to count, 1 gone. Runner on third base. Fulkerson gets set. Here comes the pitch. That's high. They're trying to see what the runner on third base is going to do there. 1-1.
I would say the kid batting to the 600, you're not going to do much at third, but not get picked off and not running anything silly. Just because you got a nice stick, why waste it?
Really a chance to help his own cause. Bottom half of the first inning, looking to unlock the scoreless tie. The runner on third, 1 out. Here comes the 1-1 high inside. 2-1.
That's a big game here. You got a sophomore on the hill and Fulkerson trying to work his way back in his second start since injury. And he's working against a Highland team that's, obviously very good program. He'll get you battle tested early.
Betcha. Haber stands back in, ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Here comes Fulkerson's offering, turns him in. 3-1.
Maybe the intentional walk here, too.
Nothing surprises me. Garrett will look over towards Coach Holloway to see what's going to happen next. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 gone here in the bottom half of the first inning with the runner on third. Here comes.
Yeah. That's the thing there, Chris. You see a curveball for ball 4. They weren't going to mess with Haber very much. Once they got the 3-1, they weren't going to give him anything to hit. When you throw a 3-1 curveball, you're not really pitching to him. It's the intentional walk because you don't want to give him anything to hit and let him beat you with the bat as well as the arm.
Well, with first base open, of course, now you open up a double play opportunity. Runners to the corners, 1 gone, bottom half of the first inning, no score. Aaron Cooper, the cleanup battle, steps to the plate.
Cooper has had a good spring all year. He has been a handful at the plate and reading and seeing tidbits from around the area.
Trying to get his Rams out of the inning, and the runner's going, pulls back on a bunt. They are not going to throw down to second base. Garrett's frustrated more than anybody. I like the fact that stolen base will go against, but you don't want to make that throw and risk the runner coming.
Well, you got some options. You can throw it to the pitcher. You can throw it to third. You can cut the guy at shortstop or second from the bag down there. You can fake the throw and just hold it. Several different options. They elected Garrett to fake the throw and hold it, but you're not going to get a good base runner at third like Carringer down there to come off that bag too far.
Nothing to 1 to count, 1 gone. Second and third are your runners for Aaron Cooper. The catcher, cleanup spot. Takes the curveball outside. It'll be 0-2. Good methodology to attack the cleanup hitter here. Goes to a curveball outside. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone. We're in the bottom half of a very lengthy first inning.
Where a pitcher needs to bear down here if you're Fulkerson to get a strikeout.
We're 18 minutes in. Started at 11:01. Now have an 0-2 count here. There's 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Wayne with the runner at second. Here comes another high. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Try to keep you updated. Some of the regionals, of course, they start on time or getting underway.
Several updates rolling in now at this point. Some good, some not so good so far.
And it is 1-2. 1 gone. We are here in the bottom half of the first inning with no score. 2 aboard. Pitch will be out in front, but it's swung on a miss. They will have to throw down to first base. The runner won't be able to count down.
2 things there. 1, Fulkerson gets the strikeout, had confidence enough to throw a off-speed pitch in the dirt because he knows Garrett's going to knock it down more times than not. Garrett makes the play in the dirt and knocks it out in front of him, and then Garrett fakes the runner back to third and then gets the out at first base. So now with 2 outs, he has to go back to regular position, and you can go ahead and try to get this batter here. Nice job all the way around there by the Rams on that particular at-bat.
Bring up the lefty that got pegged by a foul ball in the dugout. Mitchell Munster
hit a home run this year, batting .346. So he can put some zip on the ball.
Here comes the first pitch on the way, and the offering's going to hit the outside corner. No ball.
This will be momentum here. If Mount Vernon can get out of this, with Highland having a runner at third and 1 out, if you can get out of this, strand these 2 runners out of the base paths, momentum heading back into the second inning.
Of course, I do have a score from Trico in that regional championship.
I have one.
Beautiful. We'll get to that after the 0-1. Here it comes, and that's going to be popped. Foul. Could it be the out the Rams need? Donners will chase. Won't be able to get there. Gave it his all, even a last-ditch dive. Not so sure he did that trip, but it's 0-2.
Well,
let's go to the scoreboard update.
Scoreboard update. Top of the 7th still batting. Woodlawn leads Waltonville Centerville 4-2 in the Wayne City Regional Final. Also, take that back. Woodlawn has won. Woodlawn is regional champions at Wayne City, 4-2
Wow.
over Waltville Central Lear. Also, in the bottom of the second, Trico leads Woodlawn in baseball 3-1.
Not bad.
I predicted that regional win, by the way.
From Ford Square last week, we know.
Yep.
No balls, 2 strikes. We read that this morning on the Saturday Sports Show before we flew up here. 0-2 is the count. Munster stands in. This could be a big out. No, it's going to miss outside. Must have been a little high for my badge point for liking the umpire. The count's 1-2. Hard to believe it, but no score. We're still in the bottom of the first. A game that is now 21 minutes old. 1-2 count on the batter, Munster. A big DH, big and burly. 1-2 count. 2 gone, 2 aboard here. As Highland continues to threaten. Out pitch that time. Changed it up that time. Got him swinging. So back-to-back strikeouts for Fulk. We'll get the Rams out of the inning. We have the top of the second, still scoreless. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
How do you spend your Saturday mornings? Wake up, grab coffee, get something to eat? Why not add a little WMIX Saturday Sports Show to your Saturday? From 8:08 until 10 o'clock, we have guests, discussion, and fun involving the regional sports topics that matter to you. It's the pick-me-up you need to start your morning off right. It's the Saturday Sports Show every single week on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball, WMIX, mywithersradio.com. Top of the second we go. It'll be Vetter, Young, and Williams, better known as 5, 6, and 7 here, and the Rams have some momentum, hopefully heading their way. Back-to-back strikeouts by Brock Fulkerson got the Rams out of a jam after a leadoff walk, and then an intentional walk to the pitcher Haber with 1 out. In the second and third situation, Rams were able to get out of the jam. Update on the Mount Vernon Rams Football Gridiron Club, because of Memorial Day Holiday, of course. What happened to fall on their usual meeting night? They're going to hold the meeting a week early. That is this Monday at 6:45 p.m. in 119H on the campus of the beautiful Mount Vernon Township High School. You can find additional updates on mtvrams.com. Of course, they will also have the JCSA registration and season schedule. So log on, mtvrams.com, the Mount Vernon Rams Gridiron Club, who will meet at 6:45 on Monday, this Monday, the 21st. Oh, boy. So, Metter will get us started, a right-handed bat against Haber. Here comes the first pitch on the way. It's right across, 0-1. Don't strike out. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax advance self-savings account. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC 0-1, right across the plate. 0-2. Nothing to do, Calvin. Haber trying to work quickly here in the top of the second inning. This could be fouled up. Hoping to come our way. Maybe try to reach to the net, make a hand catch. But it'll be trouble in that. Foul ball. Should be a foul ball. That should be a foul ball. Yes. That ball was about 6 miles high. Yeah. Started out somewhere down by Freeze, blew in the Highland. And the ball, the catcher, here's the thing. The catcher never, ever should have had to run that far to make that catch. Right. There's a first baseman and second baseman should come in. Catcher was out on his island. You can see Highland's coach not happy with the second and first baseman being that lazy. The ball hit fair territory. Kick foul, nobody touched it. Right. Foul ball. Well, and then a little bit of outrage in a sense that the ball was called fair. And it bounced to foul territory. Here comes another one on an 0-2. It's going to miss low and away. 1 ball, 3 strikes down. A Metter, Young to follow here in the top half of the second. And that was a major league pop-up in the final there, man. Whew. Man, oh man. I would say it almost brought rain. We don't need to get that started on graduation night. The 1-2 is going to be ripped towards center. Right there is Mitch Carragher, the left fielder, 1 away. I'll bring up Young with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the second. Decent at bat, all things considered. Of course, we want to offer congratulations to a friend of the Saturday Sports Show, Matt Patterson is with Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. They are your 1A regional champions from Wayne City. Where'd they go in there? 3 seed?
They went in there as a 4, and won that.
So Matt Patterson, if they hold true, will have red hair.
Yes. And they play next Wednesday at Chapman Park in Woodlawn. That's the thing, if that pitch is high, you want to win that regional so stinking bad because you're hosting a sectional next week. You don't want to have to prepare the field not only for 4 other teams, but for an arch rival. Woodlawn will play on their field. What a long way that team has come this spring.
Exactly. That's going to miss low and away to Young. Count becomes 2 balls, no strikes. Colin, of course, your DH today for the Rams. Batting 6th in the lineup, Matthew Williams will foul. He's in the on-deck circle. I like the Highland on-deck circles. As Young gets a piece of one, sends it towards right center field on the run. Carriger and Schumacher. Carriger will give way to his right fielder, and it'll be 2 away. Not going to be a lot of balls going very far today. The wind is actually kind of blowing out towards right as they're coming out of the south. But that said, as you said, not very humid, but the air just feels heavy.
Woodlawn will play the winner of Red Hill and Oblong next Wednesday.
Very nice.
Speaking of softball.
First pitch to Williams is high. It's 1-0, and I can tell.
Take that back next Thursday at 4:30.
Okay, there we go. Sectional action, 4:30 Thursday at Chapman Sports Complex. Here comes the pitch to Williams. High again, 2-0. How I knew the ball wasn't going to have very much loft and lift was the troposphere, however you want to pronounce it. More on that here after the 2-0, and it's going to be fouled back to the backstop 2-1. You can tell by FM signals, if you're a radio geek, there's certainly some propagation here today in the troposphere. That does affect stuff like that. It can bend, it can break.
I got news for you. Yeah. If the guy hits it well and the wind's blowing and it's warmed up, the ball's going to carry.
We'll see.
I don't care what kind of signals there are. Those 2 balls weren't hit yet.
2-1 is going to come. Outside catches 2-2.
The golf ball is traveling further, as was mentioned, I saw yesterday.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Williams, and he'll catch him off guard on a changeup. Got in front of it, and that'll do the Rams 1-2-3 here in the second. We enter the bottom half. No score. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Save some green with a free checking account from People's National Bank. A free checking account from People's National Bank comes with a free Visa check card, free online banking, free bill pay, and unlimited check writing. Save time, stamps, and the hassle with a free checking account from People's National Bank. Stop by either of our 2 locations in Mount Vernon today for details on how you can make your money bloom with a free checking account from People's National Bank.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, Visa check card and bill pay, non-usage fees may apply.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. To the second we go, bottom half. It'll be Steve, Dubach, and Mesa. For the Bulldogs, we are still scoreless. It'll be a right-handed bat to get us started. Fulkerson out of the windup. Here comes the pitch on the way. Spender, it's 0-1.
Matt Dragon.
Beautiful pitch. So no balls. Let's try here. Downs change-ups. A lot of missed. 0-2.
That'd be some kind of record, wouldn't it? Sorry.
Doesn't take much to get me off. The 0-2. Talk about things you wish you could have back. Out there, nobody out. Where's no? Steve steps. Things you wish. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look at it. Okay, here's my composure. It's going to miss high. Counts even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steve. Oh man. Figure out. Beautiful day here in Highland. Glad to have you with us, of course. Bottom of the hour on WMIX Mount Vernon. Free service from Withers Broadcasting. 2-2 pitch to be fouled our way.
No chance for us. No. Tell our view here is a rarity. You don't get this very often. I love it. I like the view here. This is something that other people ought to look into. Sure, it's easy. Believe it or not, this is actually very easy, simplistic, and well done. It's going to be just miss outside, pushed on a. So it becomes a 3-2 count. Counts full here to Steve Dubach on deck here for the Bulldogs. Scoreless ball game, bottom half of the second inning, is presented by Banterra Bank. Lead off the summer with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC. The 3-2 is going to be ripped right up the middle for a base hit. Second hit of the day. No, hit of the day. Yes, sir. All through this. Second hit of the game. There we go. So the Lady Cardinals won a regional. The Cardinals will last check for trailing at Triceville. No word yet on Weber. See what we can come up with there and keep you updated with the scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. We'll tell you more about Tony after we get the first pitch to the right-handed Dubach with a runner on and nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Goose eggs here for both teams. Shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch is going to be low and away. Nobody to cover first on a potential throw behind. They're going to cover second. He shows bunts, so therefore it pulls Colton Metter in. Williams is starting to take the momentum because the runner was going before the bunt was shown. That was a nice job there by Dubach. Threw a wrench into the plans. 1-0 is the count here to the Highland first baseman. Pitch on the way, shows bunt again, pulls back, they'll throw behind. Williams covering that time, and the runner's safe. Yep, Williams is back there now. It's not, the lead's been cut down, which is the main important thing.
Not far from here in Greenville, Salem and Mater Dei. Right, playing for a regional crown. A couple of teams that were 3A a year ago. Salem, of course, looking for their first regional title. 2-0 is the count. Runner on first base shows bunt again, but doesn't pull back this time. It's 2-1. For all your insurance financial service needs in Mount Vernon, see Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Looks like he's ready to pounce. I want to see him try to turn again. Of course, I have a 2-1 count. I may be wrong. Here comes the next one. Swung on and missed, so my count was backwards. And that'll be strikeout number 3 for Fulkerson.
Not bad. Take it. I'll get his strikeout, that's for sure.
Now you wouldn't mind having a double play ball somewhere. With the runner on first, one out, it brings up Joel Mason, the second baseman. Right-handed bat against Fulton. Pitched pretty well today under the circumstances. First doesn't help with the first batter of the inning, as they will throw behind the runner again. He's safe. Has a 10-pitch at bat that started in a walk, then a sac bunt after a stolen base, pushed that runner to third, then a walk intentionally to Haber. The back-to-back strikeouts got the Rams out of the jam. Now a runner on after a leadoff single, but a strikeout made the first out. We'll see what happens here to Mason, who's ahead in the count here. 1-0, no strikes. Good opportunity on a stretch. We'll check on the runner. Nothing doing.
Nice. Lots of signs being used. So Highland doesn't like to lay back too much. They take care of things.
Bunch of manufacturers they have here in Bulldog Country. Check on the runner again.
Tell you what, he had to get back in there. Almost had it. Yeah, he had to dig those cleats in a little bit to force himself back to the bag.
It is 1-0 to the batter, Joel Mason. Here comes the pitch on the way. The runner will stay put. He'll turn inside to try to deke it. It's going to be 2-0. It's high anyway. 2 balls, no strikes from the bottom half of the scoreless second inning on the road at Highland. Bliss Park, glad to have you with us. WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Don't forget about us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Mason gets here on a 2-0 count. Runner with a marginal lead, and here comes the pitch on the way, low and away, 3-0. 3-0 count. And we have an out here in the bottom of the second inning. Highland looking to strike first again. Have a runner on first base. We'll see Hello, Rams counter. Hitters count here. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Right across the plate. Are they going to throw down the first? No, they won't. It'll be 3-1. And we'll get the plate clean. How about that?
Yeah, we have another final.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's that?
T-Town beats Shelbyville 8-0, so they'll play the winner of Harrisburg and Vienna next Wednesday in Robinson.
I believe we called that, but I don't believe it took a rocket scientist to call that.
8 runs with 2 outs in the third propelled the Schuster Regional.
3-1 coming. Catches the outside corner again. The count works full. Good job by Fultz to work back in the count. It was full count with 1 gone here in the bottom half of the second. A runner on first base. Maybe something a little low to drive in the ground or whatever. Right. Yeah. If we get a double play ball. Here comes the runner going. This is going to be bobbed up towards us. We'll sneak through this little hole here for me. Garrett's going to give chase. Better will make the grab. There's 2 away.
Great view, great hearing. You could hear everybody as the Rams were converging towards their own dugout. You could hear a lot of talk to catch your first pitcher. You could also hear the Rams dugout coaches and players also saying that there was going on and who had the ball and what room they had. That was a good thing.
My favorite thing about it is everybody knew what to do. The outfield, your middle infielders, you had the second baseman coming to cover first. You had Jones coming to cover second just to be safe. And that is Ram baseball. Bush will step in with 2 gone. The runner on first here in the second. His first pitch is right across. It'll be 0-1.
Another update shock going on.
What's that?
Nashville trails Westland in baseball 5-0. After that team started out undefeated this year.
Especially if you go far, we'll see what happens. 0-1's going to be a ground ball to third. Nice hop to Zonders. He fires the first. Good grab. So after allowing a leadoff single, 1, 2, 3 after that, go the Bulldogs. We're through 2, still scoreless. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to Rams baseball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com. Glad to have you with us for another inning as we head to the top of the third. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Rams. So we'll see Paninsky, Gately, and Jones. The Rams are going to try to get something started here in this top of the third. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jesse Clark is back to the studios here in Mount Vernon. There in Mount Vernon, even. Allegedly, we're on the road at Highland. Oh, no, we got here so quickly. Doesn't seem like we're anywhere.
Jet lag kicking in now.
You bet. That chopper goes up quickly. Vertically, it's just like Mr. Freeze or whatever that was, 6 Flags. We wait the first pitch. Paninsky shoves bunt it. Look at the bunt his way aboard. Hold back, but it's still caught, and it'll be 0-1.
Not much going on here in this one. Hit a piece. Nothing else. Nope. 1 runner left on base for Mount Vernon, 3 for Highland.
Next one's on the way. Look, it might have caught outside or might have just missed low. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hay. Of course, we need to remind you that your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff will understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Low and away again. This time good enough for a strike. It's 1-2.
Curveball didn't hang in there. Paninsky didn't hang with it. Kind of quit about halfway through.
1-2 is your count to Paninsky with Gately on deck. No sports out the third. Nobody on, nobody out with Hayden getting us started. Puts one right off of the glove up the middle. Would have been a tough play for the shortstop anyway, so a leadoff single for Paninsky.
Well, he gave up on that pitch before the curveball, and you see Haber elect to come back with a fastball. Paninsky took care of that. Drove it hard up the middle for a base hit.
That'll be the first Rams leadoff batter aboard. here in this early ball game. Just in the third here from Highland. Glad to have you with us. One game only today, no longer a doubleheader due to the that pesky 35-game limit. Not that you've ever really had to worry about it ever. Yeah, first time. And Gately will show bunt, pulls back. Looks like it was across the plate, and it'll be 0-1. No runs on 2 hits thus far for the Rams. No runs on 1 hit for Highland.
I understand now why I wasn't getting information.
Why? As this one will be sent up the first base side. Haber will make the play over to first. Did it pull the first base, second baseman off the bat? No.
Great play. Great play by the second baseman that time. He had to not only shift across the bag, tiptoe with one foot to the other, then lead on and kind of look like a wide receiver trying to keep his feet and bounce on the catch. Made a great play.
Here I say he just went collegiate wide receiver on that play and looked good.
Yep.
Off the air conversation.
Oh, I'm wait. Just whenever you want to segue.
Gotcha. Give me just a second here. With one out, a runner on second. They'll bring up Jack Jones. Top the order. He'll scoot out of the way of a 1-0 pitch. But now it's now 1-0. I should say. What's the score?
End of 2. DuQuoin 2, Benton 1. Wow. A lot of people have a lot of expectations on Benton to get deep into postseason, and the Indians. Of course, those two teams split 2 regular season games this year, a close one and a blowout, so we'll see.
1-1, or 1-0 trying to bunt. Ends up fouled just outside the batter's box. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike down to Jones. Thomas to follow, barring a double play.
It's one of those deals where DuQuoin's been a team getting healthy all spring. We saw them banged up when Malvern played there late March. And a DuQuoin team was feisty then, playing at home. Third place finish last year. They aren't going to go down easy.
And the 1-1 from Haber is on the way. Jones ready to take a home run cut on that one. To foul the back 1-2.
Explain why my information wasn't flowing as nicely. They hadn't turned the spigot on yet. I had to get it from someone else.
Gotcha.
Good friend of the Saturday Sports Show, Ron Weinmiller.
Ronnie W. 1-2 is the count here for Jones, runner on second base, and that'll scoot outside. Evens count up to Zach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bantera's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, it's safe. Their security is your best defense. Bantera Bank and BanteraBank.com. Thank you with local style. 2-2 the count here to Jones. Czerwinski with a sizable lead off the second base. As far as Haber is concerned, but this will be a called strike on the outside corner to Jones, and that'll be 2 away.
Don't wipe that plate off again. Say, well, there will be no dirt on that plate today.
No, there will not.
We wipe that baby off.
We will see the pearly off-white of the plate here.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the day.
Buff. Color of buff.
You know what? I have no issues with that whatsoever. I like to be nice and tidy.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Got a broom in your pocket with your tools, may as well use it. It's like a counter.
I think it's a corn whisk.
Yeah, why not?
Might as well. Here it comes. Okay, we'll go with some nylon material. Probably not good for the planet, but then again, what is these days? First pitch to Thomas misses. It's 1-0. You know what sounds good? A Pop-Tart. Not sure why. Yeah, 1-0. Here it comes in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes here to LT. Had a nice dinner last night at the Rams Baseball banquet. Those rolls were delicious as always. 2-0 the count, 2 gone. Runner gets the lead off the second base. Thomas to plate. Pitch from Haber is on the way. Misses high, 3-0.
Fairly quiet. Well, information. The team scored. That's scary. Usually means bad news, and I don't hear anything.
Right. Although bad news for some could lead to good news for me if there's good news next week.
Right.
I'll look at it right now. They will check on Czerwinski, and they will throw that right into center field as if it was by design.
Well, and the shortstop was late getting there, and the second baseman never moved, and it didn't look like a trick play. It just looked like some people were out messing around, and Haber just threw it out there in center field, and nothing Czerwinski could do once he was on the ground diving back.
Well, it ended up just fine. Center fielder came in, caught it off a hop. 3-0 to Thomas. Been waiting on the 3-0 pitch for a while. Here it comes, and that is going to draw a 3-1 count right across the plate. It's obligatory.
I think I get one that you can hit, drive one somewhere.
Second Chance Auto, your home for the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. It's Second Chance Auto, proud supporters of the Rams. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon with Saunders on deck. We await the 3-1 here to the LT. Peninsky with a lead off a second. 2 gone, top 3. Curveball that just missed. I don't know how.
Yep.
That'll be a 2-out walk.
Thomas been on twice. Saunders up now. A couple of ducks on the pond. See if he can drive those 2 in. Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That didn't sound like a good oh my.
No.
I know you're good and bad oh my. There's a subtle difference between the two. Saunders will stand in with 2 on and 2 out. Takes the first pitch inside, had to lean back and turn in. It'll be 1-0.
Interesting part to see today of teams playing regionals at their home sites, how many home teams win, whether they're the higher seed or not.
Right.
One of those teams that we know, finding it out, they struggle to go down and win on another team's home field.
Yep. Here comes the 1-0 low and away. 2-0.
Into 4, Trico 3, Woodlawn 1 at Trico Regional Baseball. Woodlawn, another team, a lot of potential.
Hey, we have a visit to the mound driven by Ford Square hail sale. Light hail came through a couple of weeks back, so it's now a hail sale, Ford Square and King City Chrysler, where, of course, the best never rests. So let's run through our updates real quick.
Well, we have a final. Woodlawn beat Waltonville Central Valeria at the Wayne City Softball Regional 4-2, so Lady Cardinals advance to their own sectional. About the 4th inning or so, Westland leads Nashville in baseball 5-0. T-Town beat Shelbyville in baseball today 8-0 in a regional final. Into 4, Trico over Woodlawn in baseball 3-1. Into 2, DuQuoin over Benton 2-1 in high school baseball.
There you have it. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilkes, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance and service needs, see Tony there on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower, or log on to TonyWilkes.com. Walk in, call in, or click in like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Something along those lines. Pitch is going to be on the way to Saunders. They'll throw behind the runner at first. Dangerous throw. Almost pegged Thomas in the head.
Yeah.
3-0 to Saunders.
Think about it. They're not scared to throw that baseball around the infield.
No, sir.
But they handle the ball so well.
I got a score you just can't live without. Top of the 4th, McComas leads Morrisonville in a Montgomery County battle, 2-1. Right?
Just north of here.
Whatever reason I read it. Oh, late strike call at the 3-0.
Wow.
3-1. Looks like it was good and right across the plate.
Wow.
If you don't hear anything for a while, your immediate reaction is to walk
well,
down
I mean,
the first.
there was quite a delay there that time. But
it turned out to be a strike, so I must have pressed the dump button.
Too much TV watch.
3-1. Here it comes. That'll be inside. Make it 3-2.
Well, you're going to have to swing now because once you show up the umpire by taking off first and he changes it or calls it different, you're going to have to be swinging. Part of the jungle out here.
Yep. Full count designers with 2 gone, 2 aboard in the 3rd, and he'll swing and miss with a fastball. And that'll do us through 2.5. Still no score from Highland. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in spine surgery, treatment of the injured back, and will provide the newest state-of-the-art procedures in the region. Dr. Steinke is fellowship trained in spine and brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke will be seeing patients at the Mount Vernon and Centralia locations. To set up your appointment with Dr. Steinke, call 242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com. Discover the difference.
For more content, like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Back indeed. Welcome you back to Glick Park in Highland. The Rams and the Bulldogs today. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, still scoreless. Top of the order, however, due up for Highland. We had a nice run in the 1st, but weren't able to get any runs across the plate. It'll be Carragher, Duncan, and Haber here for the Bulldogs. Barring any changes to Coach Hawkins' lineup.
Mr. Fulkerson with 44 pitches through 2 innings. He needs a quick one here. Yeah, to throw a lot of pitches, not only a lot of pitches, but a lot of stressful pitches. As they say, it's Highland. Gets the pitcher up and the bullpen down the third base line, and they're pinned, trying to get the guy warmed up.
Looks like Brendan Potts is going to be warming up, a left-hander. It's the first pitch into the leadoff batter, Carragher. Looks like it just missed inside, 1-0.
Oh, my.
Here comes the next one. Make it 1-1 as that's going to catch the low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carragher, Duncan Haber to follow here in the bottom of the third inning. Scoreless ball game thus far. Been a dandy. What do we got?
6-0 Westland over Nashville baseball.
Playing for my national pipeline's not coming through. 1-1's coming. This is going to be hit. Old bullpen side.
One of our friends looked up just got the news about Woodlawn softball, so I think it's breaking.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Like, sorry, I already did it.
Yep, too late. We already congratulated. We already announced the red hairs. That's still in full effect. Now, there was one I'm not sure about, so I'm not going to bring it up. Not sure if he's going to follow through with that or not. 1-2 coming. That is going to be a ground ball just past Fulkerson up the middle.
Base hit. Second time Carragher's been on base. Second hit of the day for the Bulldogs.
Third time the leadoff batter's been aboard.
Of course, Highland for many years was on the DuQuoin football schedule.
Yes, they were. Week 1?
Week 1. Played Highland all the time. That's traded
Highland
off
also on the Marion schedule.
Yeah, that's traded off between Highland, Bethalto, and otherwise with DuQuoin over the years.
So I remember Bethalto and Mount Vernon used to tangle in football, then they picked up Heron. Not sure what happened with that now, as they'll check on the runner, Carragher. Just made it back.
Carragher was leaning. He was looking the other way, and Fulkerson about picked him on that good move.
Here it is. We are in the bottom of the third, no score. 1 on and nobody out as they will check on Carragher again.
I know what you're hearing because I thought, what? Same thing up there.
Off the air. We'll try to figure that out. I have an inquiring mind. We await the first pitch of the at-bat. They're going to check on the runner again. He gets back to the head first dive. Trying to keep him honest on the base pass. Rams Baseball, of course, presented by Banterra Bank. Help make your kid's future a victory. Teach them the importance of saving today with Banterra's Smart Kids Savings Account. Only at Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Member FDIC. Fulkerson's first pitch. Now the runner's going. The throw down to second will be off the mark and get away. That's the third. Will go Carragher. Some trouble with it in the outfield. And it will be a situation of 1-0. Yeah. Nobody out. The runner on third.
Leadoff hitter gets to third. That's like a leadoff triple.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. When you throw down second base, you're a middle infielder. You have got to knock that ball down. You can't swipe at it. You got to knock that ball down and or catch. And either way, you got to keep it in front of you. Now the ricochet happens, and then because you don't get in front of it, it goes out in the right center and the base. So it comes out as an error. And again, you cannot give extra bases and extra breaks to teams quality of Highland.
Here comes a 1-0 pitch on the way. It's going to miss low. 2 balls, no strikes to Duncan. He sacrificed last time, 1-3 to get the runner to third. 2-0 count here with nobody out. The runner on third for Highland. They're threatening in their home half of the third inning here. It's like Clark Potty's guys now. Sun peeking behind the clouds for a few moments. Nothing wrong with that.
No. Our position is a beautiful day.
Oh, it is great.
Fulkerson will step off now, reset the signals here. Mount Vernon infield in his corners. Middle infield is about halfway back in. A situation of score came in the third, you're not going to play in and whatever. It was a game like this.
Believe it or not, this is a treat that I look forward to every 2 years. Coming here. Love this setup.
Yeah, umpire, and you hear Coach Holloway talking about the count and pitch location, and hear Coach Holloway, and he said, I was wrong, I apologize. Umpire really appreciated that. Gave him a thumbs up. He has a little communication. There you go.
Nothing wrong with that. The 2-0's coming. Looked right across the plate. I'm sure that helped. Good one.
It's a high-tense deal, you know, with umpires and things like that, coaches, and you admit when you're wrong every once in a while.
Whether you are or aren't, sometimes it helps.
All right. Although you're always looking, figuring for the next call. That's how you're figuring.
2 on the count here at Towns. That is going to be raked right off of the glove of Jones, and a run will come home to score. Williams will pick it up in shallow center, and that.
I'm not so certain the umpire out there, the base umpire, didn't shield Czerwinski a little, or Jones a little bit there short. I think he kind of was, the movement, maybe not shielded the ball, but the movement distracted Jones a little bit. And unfortunately, it gets to be a run for Highland. That's the way it goes. That's baseball. That is RBI. Got to work around that when you can. So that put a runner on first and a 1-0 Highland lead. Bottom of the third with nobody out. That'll bring in Haber as the pitcher. Walked it last time. Again, we told you unintentionally, intentionally it seemed. He'll show Bond pull back. It's a strike across the plate. And the throw down to second is not in time. This Highland team, they're not bashful. They're going to steal. It's kind of like you see softball teams, a lot of pressure, slap hitting buttons, stealing, running around the bases. Highland kind of plays that way, a hardball style. Dave Veet, who's now the AD at Mattoon, he had that style at Nashville. He just pressure teams into submission, and you can see Highland kind of doing the same thing here. They will check on the runner at second base, throw a little high. Wasn't able to get much going there. 1-0 Highland on top with the bottom of the third. A runner in scoring position with nobody out to the Bulldogs as they can continue to try to pound. Updates just aren't coming, are they? No. Lots of places that,
Definitely a situation with a possible bunt. Everybody's going to have to know where to go here with a runner on second. 1-0 is the count to Haber. So there's a chance to help his cause here with a runner on second. An RBI chance here in the bottom half of the third. Pitch on the way, drops it down third base side. The catcher Garrett will get to it, makes the turn, throw down to first at that time. Good play by Grant Garrett. 2-4.
2-4 on the back. I'll tell you what. It is so nice to see, and I know it's happening against the Rams, but it's nice to see a baseball team at this level do the little things. Take extra bases, steal bases, punt, understand the situation of what needs to get done in a game of baseball. It's nice to see here.
Trying to keep you updated on the 1A and 2A regionals going on around our neck of the woods. It has to be quite expansive. 1-0 the score here. Runner on third base, 1 out. Good chance for Cooper to do something here. Struck out his last time up back at the first. Take a first pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0. Your bases, new places, Bank with Ray and Bria, Committee First Bank's 242nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Wilkerson gets set out of the stretch, the 1-0 coming. This is going to be sent into left. Should be deep enough. Vaninsky will make the grab. He'll come up throwing. It's going to be a nice throw. It'll be off the mark and cut off by Saunders. 2 away on the sac fly.
Wasn't hit real hard. One-handed swing, but the ball carried out there for Vaninsky. So not only that, he had to catch and then throw back into the wind. So an F7 sack RBI fly for a run.
2-0 Highland on top. Bases are empty with 2 outs for the DH Munster. He struck out his last time up off of a 1-2 curveball, I think.
Now we'll see. Let's see. You got to get out. A lot of stressful pitches here, so 3 innings for Fulkerson. Through 2/3.
Pitch on the way for Fulk. Will catch the outside score in the left-handed batter Munster. It's 0-1.
Oh, my. Another update when you're ready.
How about after the 0-1, eh? 0-1 pitch is on its way out of the windup. It's low and away. Counts even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard update.
AJ leads Murphy 5-1. That is in the 4th. That is AJ, a team with a lot of expectations as well.
Here comes the 1-1. That is going to be fouled down the first base side. 1-2 down to Munster. And sectional champion from a year ago with the AJ Wildcats.
Yep. Defense 5-1 in the Harrisburg sectional. Lost 2-2 for the Indians, went on to finish third. And update few and far between from DuQuoin and Benton right now. May have to switch sides and go ask some other people.
Never hurts to play both sides.
No.
Remember where here comes. Fisted foul down the third base side this time. Count will stay 1-2. 12:01 tells us it is at the top there. We'll tell you this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Worldwide at mywithersradio.com, and of course always on Twitter at 94sports. 11.4K later. Something along those lines. Are we stuck with 11.3 for the moment? 1-2 coming. Fouled off towards the third base dugout. Shouldn't be a play. It will escape through the trees.
11.47.
Track. Nice. We're getting close to 11.5. Not bad. Wow, we're not even a year in yet.
I know.
On the second go-around of the N94 Sports, to remind you. First one was an abysmal failure. Somebody went about it the wrong way.
Live and learn. We head into year 2.
That was my diet times, too. Here comes the 1-2. One on a miss. Good pitch there by Fulkerson. Garrett, instead of trying to chase down the runner, will make the throw to first base. And there you have it. Highland scores a couple in their half of the third to take a 2-0 lead. We'll come back to the top half of the fourth. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals.
Pekin Insurance.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. Here's the Mount Vernon Rams trail 2-0 to Highland as we head to the top of the fourth with Garrett, Metter, and Young to get us started. Middle of the order with 4, 5, and 6 coming. Rams Baseball, as always, is presented by Banterra Bank. Don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals. Banterra is locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, of course, is banking with local style, also helping bring you the video webcast of tonight's Mount Vernon Township High School graduation here on MyWithersRadio.com. The first pitch is on the way. Garrett will look it outside. He'll be 1-0 here to Grant to get us started. Haber has allowed just a couple of hits today. No runs to speak of. The 1-0 coming to Garrett. He will take it high. 2 balls, no strikes. Hate that we're quiet on the updates today.
Well,
I have top
both
6.
sides.
Top 6, strike 4-1.
Yep, I just got that one myself.
I just sent him an update to try to spark it along. 2-0 is going to be built high across the plate, make it 2-1.
That will be a shocker if Trico's able to pull that one off. I mean, that's Woodlawn team a lot of expectations.
Oh, yes. Here comes the next one across the plate. 2-1 begets 2-2 now, an even count here to Garrett. With ahead in the count 2-0, and now a couple of strikes back-to-back, keeping the count up.
Woodlawn the home team over there, so they have even up to the higher seed.
A little high that time, but it's right where strike 1 was, and it's a full count. He'll start to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
And almost instantaneously.
And it's late spring.
Full count offering will pay off. No, and a high follow-through on that one.
That was strikeouts through 3 1/3. Haber's a machine right now.
He's wheeling and or dealing right now, as that'll bring up Colton Metter. With 1 out and nobody on. Top of the fourth, a 2-0 Highland lead here on the road. Again, just 1 game today. This will be game number 35 as the Rams and Bulldogs will reach their limit. One on the way. It's going to scoot low away.
Bevy of activity here at Highland, this particular park, from baseball to softball to soccer to this game. I mean, there's all kinds of things on this acreage.
They did it right. We await the 1-0. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? They will appeal.
Oh,
he
yeah.
went 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Swung hard at that one.
Trying to pull it back, but just went too far. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Nobody aboard here in the top of the fourth. Highland on top 2-0. The Metter comes across the plate. 1-2. See what we have for anything showing up. Nope. 4 zone relatively worthless today. Oh, foul tip right off the chest protector.
Foul ball hit the chest protector. The head coach of Highland will come out. Make sure the umpire's okay. Catcher will walk around. Oh, here we go.
Got to take care of each other.
Wow.
I mean, that hit square in the protector while you wear them.
Yeah. Even if you got that on, it still hurts.
Olney up big over Mount Carmel in the top of it, 10-2 in a 2A regional. We wait till 1-2. Here it comes to Colton. He'll get out in front of it. Pretty quick changeup, and that will be strikeout number 8 today for Haber. 2 away now, nobody on for Colin Young. Williams will come in the on-deck circle.
There's your message coming in. Mount Vernon not getting much for K's on their scorebook.
Don't be mad just because he didn't break the news he thought he broke.
Right. Boy, some upsets. I'll tell you what, this will be interesting. A couple upsets in progress, probably 3 of them. All on the baseball side right now.
Base is empty, 2 outs. In steps Young, takes it to the dirt promptly. It's going to be 1 ball and no strike. Williams on deck for the Rams in what has been a pretty, outside of a couple of runs in the bottom of the third, pretty uneventful day.
For opposite sectional, you have Olney big lead, Harrisburg favorite, and T-Town in. Ooh.
No doubt. 1-0 high. Good check swing. He held up.
Some state tournament lineage in those 3 schools as far as baseball goes.
Yes, sir. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 gone. Base is empty here for the Rams. Trying to make something happen in the 4th before time starts to run out. That is going to be about knee low. 3-0. Inside.
It's very important if you're Mount Vernon not to give up at bats too many too easy, because with Haber in this groove, got to be careful of that.
3-0 pitch is on its way to Young. Out of the windup from Haber. Missed time. So the Rams get a runner aboard that way. A walk with 2 outs. That brings up Williams.
Trot to the mound.
This is the mound is presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. King City Chrysler, of course. Now you're home for Hertz Rental Car. Big yellow sign out front. Can't miss it. Check them out. As we will have a new pitcher. Must have been a pitch count situation going into the postseason. It'll be the lefty we told you about. Number 27, Brendan Ponce. Brendan is traditionally spelled. Ponce is like Juan Ponce de Leon. If that helps.
Haber hit the 70 pitch mark on that ball 4, and that was the end of it. You were exactly right.
Go.
Okay.
Ponce, just like Ponce de Leon. All right. See if there's going to be a fountain of youth here for Highland with the new pitcher. Ponce will take over. It'll be interesting to see. Well, he'll have to bat.
Well, it's one of those deals where 70 pitches is a good warm-up. He's probably throwing on Wednesday here in the Highland Regional, so let's get a little work. Haber, goes 3 2/3, 2 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks, no runs as of now. He's responsible for the runner at first base. So it'll be a deal where I'm sure as Fulkerson goes too, Coach Holloway will be watching that to see, some different people today, because again, Chris, you're on a Saturday before the regional. You don't want to waste anybody and throw for everybody 120 pitches. 70 pitches plus the warm-ups he threw before the game and in between innings. That's a good workout for Haber. He can go off. He is now ready for postseason next week.
Well, the thing with the Rams, the rotation going into the postseason here is you have a lot of options, and the question is going to be is where do you throw Antis, where do you throw Ellis, where do you throw Fulkerson? If that is going to be your rotation, of course, there's many more options in the cupboard, but
the cupboard is full pitching-wise from Mount Vernon. The key will be, like we're seeing today, the bats go dormant at times, like Bermuda in the winter.
Most assuredly, as Williams will step in, he'll be the first one to face the lefty pitcher, Ponce. Runner on first, 2 gone, top 4, 2-0 deficit paces the Rams. Here comes a pitch on the way. Williams will reach out to it, sit into center field. Where will Young end up? He'll stay at second base. It was pretty shallow. That'll be a 2-out single. So some early success against the new pitcher, Brendan Ponce.
And baseball, like anything else, you get 10, it makes this game just that much harder to play. You have to keep yourself relaxed, much like on the golf course. see teams and seniors in this time of year with a lot of pressure and expectation start handling that, start pressuring a little bit. Williams, though, gets that hit first and second with 2 outs. About the biggest rally Mount Vernon's had so far. Czerwinski steps in, led off the second with a single. Third, rather. They'll take the first pitch on the inside corner. It's going to be 0-1 to Hayden to get a start. First and second are your runners, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, as the Rams trail by a margin of 2-0. Let's see. Pons out of the stretch here. The lefty will fire. Here it comes out front to Czerwinski. And it is 0-2 quickly. Get technical about going green. Banterra offers free online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC. 0-2 the count here. Czerwinski back in the box. Central in the right-handed batter's box, and he will take it inside. 1-2. Rams trying to rally in the fourth. They allowed 2 in the bottom half of the third. See if they can get them back a half inning later. Try to come back in the bottom half of the inning with an updated score. 1-2 will miss outside. The count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. 2 aboard here in the top half of the first base. Pons trying to come in and relieve. Shut it down after a pitch count. Limits Haber to 3 2/3. A couple of hits thus far for the Rams. Here comes. It'll be in the dirt to Czerwinski. It'll get away, but the catcher's going to get to it. Cooper keeps the runners on first and second. They got bad here. HP is found himself way back into that bat. That bat is huge. Full count. Will it pay off? And who will it pay off for? We wait the 3-2 offering. Here it comes with runners going, and that's in the dirt, and the bases are walked loaded. Big opportunity for Joshua Gately. Yep, big time here. See if the senior can come through with a big hit. You know, I am looking here. Gately is going to be called back, and I would have to assume or one of 3 options, and it'll be the second one I was thinking of. Because at this point, you think maybe Pat the Bat or Trevor Flota, or this could be Trevor Flota batting for Josh Gately. Trevor Flota will bat for Gately here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top half of the fourth. You don't want to ever say do or die time in a ball game, but with a sluggish offensive start, this may be one of your few chances to get some runs across the plate. Could use a base hit in a big way here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top 4. Ponce in a dangerous situation. Not responsible for the runner on third. He'll fire first pitch strike across the plate to Flota. He's kind of come in and given the old gas on the fire instead of putting water on it.
Patch in the gas tank. Boom, boom. 0-1 the count here to the right-handed Flota against the lefty. Here comes the pitch on the way. He'll reach out in front of it. Now it's 0-2. Foul it off. A good count for the pitcher Ponce to have here. 0-2, 2 gone, bases loaded, so there's an out anywhere. Should he get a ground ball? What you don't want is a gapper or something down the line. 0-2 coming. Odds up coming towards us. There will be a play if Spike can get there, and getting to it will be the first baseman, Dubox. The Rams strand the bases loaded in the fourth. We're through 3.5, still 2-0 Highland. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. You know, the ones the other guys spend billions of dollars on each year. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Bean Insurance Agency here in Mount Vernon, an independent Erie insurance agent. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Bean Insurance Agency today. Call 618-242-6017. That's 618-242-6017. Or go to beaninsurance.net. We can help you get where you need to be, where you should be, quickly and easily. Go ahead, laugh at those cave people, stunt guys, and bubbly cashiers. Then see for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie, year after year after year.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Glick Park in Highland. The Rams strand the bases loaded in the top half of the inning. Now come back, trying to hold off the Bulldogs, who have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. It will be Steve, Dubach, Mason, barring any changes to Coach Hawkins' lineup in this bottom half of the fourth inning.
4 innings in the book, batting-wise for Mount Vernon. They stranded 6 runners. That's troubling. That's a stat that's been up there several games this year.
No runs on 3 hits for the Rams. It is 1-0 now on a count. To Steve, who gets it started. Took it low. 1 ball, no strikes. Fulkerson out for a 4th inning of work. Here comes the next pitch on the way, and this is going to be sent towards right. Will it be a foul ball? It will. Surprised that no effort was made to head that way and see what was going to happen. They did more than we did. The 1-1 count now to Steve. Hoping for an update here. What do I have? Well, the same thing you do.
Quiet coming in. Just got one from Goreville.
Whoa! What? That's going to be 1-2 now.
What was that, Gar?
The batter, Steve. Weber trails Gallatin County in the bottom of the fourth, 15-0.
Really?
Yeah. Yikes. 1-2 is coming. That's going to be fouled off. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second Chance Auto is your home for the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced at $10,000 in one location. Also, bank rate financing for everyone. Second Chance Auto, proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. That is in the bottom of the fourth at Gallatin County. Galco leads Weber 15-0 in the baseball regional. 1-2 pop foul near us, giving chase will be Metter, the catcher Garrett, and pitcher Fulkerson. Metter will not have a play, and it will be 1-2.
Not much better for the other part of the Jefferson County teams in the baseball regional as end of 6. Trico 4, Woodlawn 1. The Cardinals will have the final at bat, even though they are playing at Trico.
Well, we finally get ourselves a Trico-Woodlawn matchup in the postseason, though. It's a different sport than what we were a bit looking for, but man, wow.
Tell you what, I think we're going to be surprised postseason playing a team on their home field.
Amen. Out in front of it, it'll be right back to the pitcher, Fulkerson. He will fire to first. Steve is retired. 1-3.
You're looking at 2 scores. Gallatin County at home winning, Trico at home winning, DuQuoin at home winning. I mean, different things like that happen and go on, and it's tough to beat a team on that home field.
Sure it is.
This time of year, you got to do something a little extra.
So 1 out, the base is empty for Brendan Dubach, who struck out his last time up.
T-Town's won. They were at home. Norville is at home in baseball. They're winning.
Gallatin County's at home and winning big.
Murphy is losing at home to AJ in baseball, so that's one difference as you go down the list. Westland, I think, hosting. They're winning against Nashville. So, I mean, it makes a difference. It can. But
1-0 is going to miss low and away. Check swing by Dubach. 2 balls and no strikes. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, still a 2-0 Highland lead, and this is always been a tough one. Coming over here to Highland, Rams have had a lot of luck recently. Here comes one right across the plate. Good bender there by Fulkerson, and it's going to be 2 balls and a strike now to Dubach. Mason on deck here with 1 out, nobody on. Again, the score is 2-0 Highland on top of the Rams. Senior day here from Glick Park. Fulkerson will wind and fire on the 2-1. Early swing by Dubach. It's 2-2.
Out front, took a little off that time. You know, Nashville, the team that was undefeated for the longest time this spring, falling behind the Westland, you know, it's pressure.
This time of year, it'll do it. This is the time to be playing your best baseball. The 2-2 will be poked in the left for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting. Hips were out in front. Weight was out in front and already gone. Hands back, and Dubach, all arms and hands that time. Gets the hit for Highland, their 4th of the day.
Able to pull it in the left for a base hit. So to put a runner on and 1 out now for Joel Mason. Do you remember Mason making a good play or something defensively earlier? Could be mistaken. Yeah, he was the one that made the play where he did the collegiate wide receiver. off the first base back covering. The runner is going. It's going to be low and away. Garrett's throw will be off the mark. And into second base goes Dubach.
They are running at will right now. You know, it's not a Garrett thing. It's just they're a fast team. It's 1-0, it looks like. 1-0 the count.
1 ball, no strikes to Mason. Has an RBI chance with the runner on second. Will he be off the second? No, just gets back. Just beat it back.
Quite the vibration that is behind us somewhere.
Tuning fork?
Oh, coach is hitting below.
I don't know about that.
Standing room only at DuPont. They're lined up around the fence.
Really? They have a lot of seating.
Well, they got a lot of seating, but a lot of people are standing around the fences down there.
1-0 is the count. Fulkerson's going to step off the rubber and look the runner back to second base.
That time of year, baseball's hard. Make it harder by playing tight.
They got him. They do. Good job by Jones to kind of mess with his head a little bit. The throw down to third base, so right now, let's see. Going to go to Jones at short. Yeah. In the way was Zonders. So that will go down, my friend, I believe 4-5-6. 1-4-5-6.
Tell you what, and I like to stress what Dubach did. He gets in the rundown, and you're taught as a runner in this rundown when you got multiple guys handling the baseball to try to run into a fielder. Because if you run into the fielder, it's a contact, it's interference, you get to the next base. Dubach knew he was had. He did everything he could reaching out to try to get contact. The umpires laugh about it now. But he did everything you're supposed to as a base runner, got tagged out, tried to get contact, but there was nobody interfering in his path.
There we go. Count is 1-0 with 2 outs to Mason. Pitch on the way, catches the outside corner, leaving up 1 ball, 1 strike.
Highland team, from start to finish, from the way they warm up, the way they take infield, the way they do things, both batting and pitching and fielding, great team to watch.
It is a 1-1 count. Here it comes. Swung and missed. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And so thought they had him a moment ago. This time they really got him, and give a lot of credit there. Fulkerson for having the move. Zach Jones for following with the runner, kind of chasing him. And then on the 1-4-5-6 pickoff. Out of the rundown. 1-2 will be now pitches out in front in the dirt. Garrett will fire down to first base for good measure, and that will be strikeout number 5 on the day for Fulkerson. Through 4, still 2-0 Highland. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
How do you spend your Saturday mornings? Wake up, grab coffee, get something to eat? Why not add a little WMIX Saturday Sports Show to your Saturday? From 8:08 until 10 o'clock, we have guests, discussion, and fun involving the regional sports topics that matter to you. It's the pick-me-up you need to start your morning off right. It's the Saturday Sports Show every single week on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. More baseball action ahead on WMIX and mywithersradio.com.
And we welcome you back. Rams Baseball on the road at Highland. Top of the order, 2 up here in the top of the 5th, trailing 2-0. And this is a great opportunity for the Rams in the top half of the order coming up. Maybe a chance to make something happen against the left-handed pitcher, Brandon Ponce, who did struggle in his 1/3 of an inning pitch, allowing a base hit and a walk, but finally got the pop up in foul territory to end the inning. See a lefty-lefty matchup here. Jones will swing through and come up short. It'll be 0-1. No balls and a strike here to Jones. Here comes the next one in the dirt. It'll bounce away. Nonetheless, the count will become 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't strike out. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC. Got to get you some more scores of relevance from around the area. See what happens on the 1-1 for the lefty Ponce. That'll be low, but good enough. 1-2. punt. Kind of an awkward line, and here it comes. It'll miss high. Count evens back up, 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Zach. So it's going to be a great day for some in Jefferson County, and not so much for some others in terms of regionals. 2-2, swung on a miss, went off speed that time, got Jones. 1 away.
Tell you that Mount Zion has defeated Decatur St. Teresa 6-0. So Mount Zion's going to join Olney, T-Town, and the winner of Harrisburg and Vienna in the Robinson section. Well, this amazes me how Mount Zion is split up over so many classes. Yeah. And another thing is Salem. I'm right. This whole new class system got everybody so befuddled, and even you and I that follow it all the time has us confused.
Exactly. Of course, Mount Zion and Effingham have always been the type that in football might be 4A, but then be 3A and 4 classes. As the 0-1 misses blow. Thomas tried to run his way aboard last time. Thought he'd pull back, but didn't. So it's an 0-1 that becomes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases empty. Top of the 5th. Comes up short on a high fastball. 1-2. Fonz, after struggling to start, has somewhat found his form here. 1-2. Let's see if he gets another strikeout in the lefty-lefty matchup. Nope, in the dirt that time. 2-2. And oh man. They back on the air on Tuesday from Marion as the Lady Rams have the Carbondale Terriers in a 1-4 matchup in the softball regional. Come to you from the Harry L. Christ Senior Sports Complex. 2-2 coming. Ground ball left side. It'll be picked up by the shortstop off a hop duck and will fire to first in time. There's your second out, 6-3.
Another pitcher warming up in the Highland bullpen, not the left field line. So they're going to go through an array of pitchers today. Now, no time like the present with 2 outs, gets something going in the 5th. Now we're running out of time.
So Zonders, with nobody on at 2 out, will step in here in the top half of the 5th, a 2-0 ball game. Highland hanging on thus far. The pitch is on the way. Check swing. Looks slow. They'll appeal. Never did see an actual appeal, but we'll assume 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. High. 2 balls, no strikes. Saunders digs in, awaits the 2-0 pitch. Now the windup here comes from Ponce. That'll be fouled off the chest protector again. 2-1. Taking a beating back there, that umpire.
That ball was there. Catcher will check on him. This is the pro level. You can see the catcher go out talking to the pitcher and come back. High school kids may or may not know to do that. Now just 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 gone to Saunders. Here it comes. It'll miss outside, 3-1. 330 down the line, 365 in the gaps, and 380 straightaway center are your dimensions at Glick Park on the varsity baseball field. 3-1 in the dirt. So with 2 outs, the Rams get something started here with a walk. Now the last inning started, but the Rams been able to put it across the plate. Meeting at the mound. Carmi has beat Harrisburg 3-0 in softball, so they advance to the Pinckneyville sectional.
I think that's kind of what we expected. Was that Carmi would beat Harrisburg. Interesting.
Need a little bingo. Need a little something going here. Shake these bats up. Lately it's been a struggle for the Rams to get the big numbers offensively.
One on and 2 out for the Rams. Ponce, the left-handed pitcher, may not get much accomplished on the base paths against him, but here comes. The first pitch in the dirt to Garrett. Saunders wants to stay put. It's 1-0. Not going to make many moves off the first base.
No, not with you're not going to get a big lead. And the left-hander in. Really the first time he's thrown out of the stretch, too.
The 1-0 count with 2 gone. Here comes the pitch on the way to the dirt again. 2-0. Well, the player of the game in your post-game show presented by Community First Bank with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Set is the pitcher, Ponce. Runner on first, 2 out, 2-0 is on the way. Right height that time, and across the plate, it's 2-1 to Garrett. Garrett's 0 for 2 today. Loves to come up with a base hit here, or even just get on. He represents the tying run as the Rams trail 2-0 here in the top half. In the dirt again, that'll get away enough. Saunders will head down. And he'll make it safely in the second. Catcher did everything he could to keep that ball in front. That ball was in the dirt about 3 or 4 feet out front of home plate. Those are the toughest ones for a catcher. Did a good job dropping it down, but the ball kicked off to his left. Hunched over a little bit. You're going to see the umpire give him some time. Check the baseball, do all the things to give the catcher some time here to regroup, I think. Because Cooper was kind of hunched over there along the foul line, and looked like he was in a bit of pain. So by coming, dust off the plate real quick. Everything he can to do to buy some time. That's the great thing about good umpires. Is obviously, the umpire and catcher usually stick up for each other, but a good umpire will do whatever is necessary, of course, to give that time to any player. Had a solid umpiring crew here today on the road at Highland, Glick Park. Top of the fifth, a 3-1 count on the batter, Garrett. 2 outs for the runner on second. Garrett represents the tying run. Here comes the pitch on the way. He will lay off, checks the swing, and that'll be another 2-out walk.
Now, Vernon seems to be able to do something with 2 outs. Got to put the ball in play. That'll bring up Colton Metter, also 0 for 2 today, but he's due, and we'll see a courtesy runner for Garrett. Yes, sir, it's Tyler Ellis. Good day to be above the ramp. Cardinals rallying, down 4-3, bottom of the 7th, still batting, no out. How it happened last year at the sectional, if I recall correctly. Had to rally. Here comes the first pitch to Metter. He will send it to second. Good tag the runner. Instead, they will go to second base. 4-6 fielder's choice to do us through 4.5. Still 2-0 Highland. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Isn't it great to live in a community where people give back and try to improve our area for the next generation? That's what we believe in and why our name, Community First, reflects this core value. If you would like to enjoy a personal relationship with your bank, make the move to Community First Bank and find out what community banking means. Simply stated, we are neighbors helping neighbors.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Glad to have you aboard, presented by Banterra Bank. Don't support the other team. Go green with Banterra's online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank is banking with local style. Member FDIC. What do we have in terms of score?
Oh, my gosh. 3-3 into 5, 2 Coin and Benton. Woodlawn trails Trico 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th, still batting. Corville's up 6-0 on Crab Orchard. Top of 6th, Westville over Nashville 6-0. T-Town beat Shelbyville 8-0. Another one was Altamont beat Ramsey in softball 10-3. And all kinds of others coming up as we will continue along today here. And the first pitch is inside. The catch is cornered up in 1. Go ahead. Another one is Quincy Notre Dame beat Rochester in baseball today 1-0. A shocker. Gotcha.
The 0-1 is going to come inside, high and tight to Balkenbusher, gets us started. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carragher and Duncan to follow as we see 9-1-2 here in the Highland half of the 5th inning. On the road at Glick Park, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com. Of course, I should probably say this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Senior day on the road at Highland. And it is 2-1 to Balkenbush. Next one is en route, tied again. They're going to make a visit to the mound to try to settle down. It seems like Brock's working a little too fast here. What else do I have?
Murphy was losing AJ 5-1 early. Carmi beat Harrisburg in softball 3-0.
Scores are presented by Tony Wilson State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, see Tony on the corner of 42nd South Watertown, Mount Vernon. Mike's good neighbor. State Farm is there. Well-placed pitch across the plate that time. Makes the count full here to Falkenbush. He hopes for a payoff pitch the next trip for Mr. Fulkerson, who's got to be up there on the pitch count. Swung on a miss, and that'll be another strikeout for Brock. Back-to-back here. First one of the inning, though. That'll be a 6.
Brock had 76 pitches coming in this inning, and there is activity down in the Mount Vernon bullpen. Can't see the number. Might be an Antis sighting, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
And I see through the fence. Looks like there's 2 numbers on the front. We'll see, won't we? Here comes the pitch from Fulkerson on the way outside to the left-handed back carrier. He's reached twice today, and now it has the count 1 ball, no strikes. Only a couple of options it could be. Here comes the 1-0. This is away.
Kara framed that one nicely. Umpire didn't buy the frame, didn't like the picture. Catchers do that sometimes. They'll catch things and try to shore up before they catch them, Matt.
We're going process elimination, our pitching staff, as we await the 2-0. Outside, but catches the corner, 2 balls and a strike.
Woodlawn has tied it up at 4 with 1 out.
Nice. Something about those crazy Cardinals on the baseball diamond.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened in the sectional championship game last year. 2-1 coming. That's up and away. 3-1. We are in the bottom half, inning number 5 here at Highland. 2-0 your score. Here comes the pitch from Fulkerson. Oh, just misses.
Oh, you can hear Tim Holloway. It's amazing how you compliment the umpire for the next thing. Hey, it didn't look like it, but hey, we'll be, got to be careful. You can't argue balls and strikes. Right. So you heard Coach Holloway underneath compliment, say, hey, that's, okay, nice pitch. Brock, you're going to have to adjust. Saying, okay, we'll give you that, but we'll compliment the umpire as well, roundabout way.
Right. Go backhanded compliment.
Oh, yeah, but it's all about
compliment. Compliment is a compliment, baby.
Yeah, but you're always working to that next call. So Garrett will go out, talk to Fulkerson, calm him down. Sophomore obviously wanted that pitch.
Of course, we'll have a time call. The visit driven. Tim Holloway will be driven to the mound by Ford Square, King City Chrysler. Hail sale going on now. Ford Square, King City Chrysler Center. Light hail a couple of weeks ago came through it. Deep discounts for you. Visit them on Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Signal was given that Anthus is ready.
Caw, it'll be Bird. Yeah. Well, he put himself in position for a win. It would be number 10 if Anthus can do it. The Rams come from behind.
There we go. Fulkerson 4 to third, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Still responsible for the runner at first base right now as he goes out.
So with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Rams will go to their ace here at Anthus.
Woodlawn's rallying because,
maybe not.
Well,
that was a side session apparently.
Side session. Not so much for that. That was a long visit to the mound. If I could figure out all that stuff that quick. And they were figuring out lunch and supper detail down there.
Our apologies.
We'll revert. Anthus was coming in like he was going to pitch and everything else. Lebanon beat Dupo 10-5 in softball. No shock to Lady Greyhounds win a regional title.
No.
Franco has made a pitching change. Runners on for the Cardinals with 1 out in the 7th. The Cardinals have scored 3 to tie and still batting.
I know our good friend Mike McManus has been providing me some updates of that game. I believe that's the game he chose to cover today.
Huh? Which one were you talking about? Woodlawn Tri-County?
Yeah. We're going to continue to check on the runner, Carriger.
Highland will get some action in the pen now.
No.
Everybody's throwing. Today, everybody's available.
It's time to get some work in.
We can report that Chelsea Miller the Cecil Gore Waltonville girls track team finished 9th in the long jump today. She still has a 200-meter to run today.
Duncan will stand in, runner on first, one out. They'll pitch out. Not going to have a throw behind. It'll be 1-0. Rams trail 2-0 here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. There's a 1-0 count as we winning run is currently on second base, apparently. Now they'll check back on the runner again on the 1-0. Hello.
Getting the final here in Westland, Nashville.
Sounds like there may not be some happy folks in Washington County when it's all said and done. Right across the plate on the 1-0 finally, and it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Highland hanging on to a 2-0 lead. Was that 1A track or 2A? Where are they
that would be
right
1A. 1A softball on goal is beat Egyptian 10-zip now. Gola, kind of a unknown entity in Southern Illinois as far as softball is concerned. Way back when, they used to be pretty decent.
And here comes this. We popped up left side in fair territory. Believe it or not, it will fall for a base hit as Zonders nor Paninsky can get to it.
Seeing eye signal. Out there in the back, nothing to do.
I was looking for a 2A track. Try to see what I could find there. And no placers for the Lady Rams at this point. So we'll get the ace, Czerwinski here. Just basically to your line, add another hit for 5, and there's your line on Brock today. So I have, and correct me if I'm wrong, 4 in the third, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, but he'll be on the hook. 3 walks, and 6 Ks. We got scoreboard update-wise.
Lots. Inside, Goreville over Crab Orchard 6-0. Goreville beat Compton in softball 7-0. Robinson beat Newton in softball 3-2. It was Zongola over Egyptian 10-0 in softball. Woodlawn beats Trico 5-4 in baseball. Wow.
Congratulations.
Woodlawn will go to Marissa Coulterville on next Wednesday.
Hoping for 4 regional champions in the county when it's all said and done. Well, actually, I'm hoping for 5 in a miraculous comeback by Weber Township down there in Gallatin County. Wow. I'd love to see the Malford and Rams and Lady Rams compliment their friends to the west and sweep a couple of 3A regionals. Wow, that's just incredible. So we'll see Anthony here today, the Rams ace.
Top of 7, 2-coin Benton 3-3.
That one's going down to the wire, my friend.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that with your coin.
Nope. Seen it happen. Yeah, of course, the team I saw do it was able to come out on top. The answers. The thing where you're most curious, and oftentimes you don't know, is who's going to pitch where in the postseason. Tim Holloway, of course, has a lot of options going into next week's Waterloo Regional. So we'll get some cacao here as Bird comes in. Your Ram pitcher of the year comes in with 1 out, inherits a couple of runners, first and second, so a hold situation.
I can tell you that Greenville beat Westland 3-1 in softball today. Greenville over Westland 3-1 in softball today. So how about that? Woodlawn baseball and softball same day within a couple hours win regional championships.
Pretty well at this point. Isn't that kind of old hat after last year?
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Man.
Congratulations. Tabor will stand in. As they, thought they had to pick off second base.
They had him, missed him.
I think everybody thought they had him.
I thought they did. I thought it doesn't count.
Our thought does not matter.
As I look, the Woodlawn boys will play on Wednesday against Crab Orchard. Or
That's another bill, I should say. That's right. I was saying Woodlawn Crab. It's another matchup everybody's wanted. This is the wrong sport. Rams thought they had to pick off. It was a good move by Bird back to second base. He'll step off and crafty veteran will look the runner back.
Woodlawn looking like they're going to play Goreville and risk Coulterville on Wednesday.
Lady Cardinals won't have far to travel in their sectional on Thursday. Let's see what we get from Anthus. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to be in the dirt. Yep, I was way off on the count then. Whoops. Hey. Oh, plunked him. Okay.
Plunked him, yep.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Be that as it may.
Wasn't a efficient hit.
Okay, I just thought I was off on the count.
Brendan Peterson gets the game-winning hit for Woodlawn to put them over the top.
Nice.
So the Cardinals go to the sectional, play Goreville. That game was a super sectional game last year. This year it's a sectional final game.
Cardinals had to come south this year, and nothing wrong with that. See the Cardinals fly south and come home with a regional crowd from Campbell Hill. Bases are loaded here and 1 out in the 5th. Cooper, the catcher, will stand in, and he will line one into left field. That could score a couple. Around second, headed for third is Haber. He's going to be waved around to score. Here comes the throw. The third base as the throw is off the mark. Here comes. It'll get away. So a base is clearing base hit. Will make it 5-0 Highland here in the 5th.
Yeah, botched around, bounced around, hit, got by the outfielder to the wall. Relay throw botched, got to third, almost had the runner, but throw was dropped. And now Mount Vernon is down 5-0 to a very good Highland team.
As we're in the cliche capital of Illinois.
Yes, we are.
And 1 out, a runner on third, bottom of the 5th. Of course, only one of those runners belongs to Anthus, if I'm not mistaken. Man, oh man, and that'll bring up Mitchell Munster. With 1 out, a runner on third. It'll be outside. They'll look the runner back to third base, and it's 1-0. Rams Baseball presented by Banterra Bank. Don't get caught looking in an embarrassing situation. Make sure you bounce in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank is banking with local style, member FDIC. And this back to the windup. Here comes the 1-0. High and away, 2-0. Man, oh man.
Mississippi Valley Conference. Handful, baseball-wise. Handful.
Why is the Mississippi Valley? We'll wait the 2-0. See what happens.
That'll be good.
So you know it is. Here comes the 2-0. As long as
Let's hear it.
Fastball's 2-1.
You do.
I would try to negotiate. If I was down 7, I'd try to negotiate a non-conference schedule in football to also make an agreement to get non-conference games in baseball. The advantage would be pushed. Here comes the 2-1. You might lose a little bit in football one side or the other, and you might lose a little bit in baseball one side or the other, but it'd be even overall.
Eventually, the conferences are going to have to get together and drop
Eventually,
off, follow Mississippi Valley and South 7.
Eventually, there may not be conferences.
No.
That is the economy may force that.
The economy may make it a deal where it's district. Kentucky called and said, look it up.
Hey, have fun. It's going to be a ground ball, the 3-1 to second, picked up by Williams over to first base for the out, and it'll be an RBI for Munster as run number 6 crosses the plate. 6-0 Highland here in the home half of an ugly 5th. And with 2 outs, we will see Zach Steve step in.
Very good Highland team.
They are.
It'll be a tough road for somebody to get out of the McCune sectional.
Oh, not even. You had Glenwood this year. It's probably
Had Glenwood, you got Highland, you had Waterloo made their run last year.
Tough. Now, 0-1. Here it comes. Ooh, inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Draft pick area is what it is.
Well, and you take a look at the new look, but like I said, Glenwood coming down to the Matthews sectional, and dang, it becomes that much tougher. 1-1's coming in the third. Because you're looking at a Triad Highland or a Mount Vernon, whomever, out of Waterloo. Well, then you have that one with Salem, with Charleston, and those fellas. This can be fouled off with 2-1. Count evens 2-2. struggling to remember that regional off the top of my head. Effingham, Charleston, I'm assuming Mattoon, and somebody else has to be there. Taylorville? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? 2-2 on its way. Will it be an out pitch? No, it'll be fouled back. It's the top of the backstop, drops back down to the foul territory area. 12% will go retrieve that ball.
That's good. He needs to get over there and do that.
Sticks it in his pocket. Away we go. Kansas looking for an out.
Effingham, Mattoon, Charleston, Taylorville.
2-2 coming. Ooh, in the dirt and away. Cal School.
Of course, Highland is Triad. Highland trays east side, Cahokia. Chatham, Jerseyville, Jacksonville, southeast. Chatham said, hey, thanks, we'll go this way. Or left this way.
Harrisburg leads Vienna 5-0 through 3. Full count. It'll be lined into right center field for a base hit. Gately will try to barehand off the bounce. And they'll keep it as a single.
7th hit of the day for the Dogs. Gallatin County has defeated Weber 15-0. That is a final man.
Tough way to end it for the Trojans, but they had a very, very respectable season.
Westland has defeated Nashville by my friend to the right.
Wow. What an upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yes and no. You know what I mean?
I think it's yes, because Westland was a lower seed. Remember, they beat Alsop to start with, and had to beat somebody else to get through on, but it's Wednesday.
Westland, which they've had an up and down, but not history. I mean, sure in terms of this season, but we really think in terms of long term, and I'm thinking them hosting. As the 0-1 will be sent the opposite way. This will come to Gately. He'll make the grab on the run. So just like that, the inning's finally over. It's 6-0 Highland after 5. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Life is no easy task for anyone. We all want to better ourselves and our financial situation. Feel like you're going nowhere? Or just ready for a new challenge? Or wanting the college experience without going deeper into debt? Regardless of your answer, Rend Lake College is your vehicle to a brighter future. With over 100 degree and certificate programs, Rend Lake College can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at Rend Lake College. Summer courses begin June 4th and are already open for registration. Get some of your core courses out of the way during the summer months. Smaller class sizes mean more focus on you and a laid-back atmosphere, allowing you the challenge of a great college experience without going deeper into debt. Rend Lake College's counselors are always on hand to help guide you to your new opportunity. Call 437-5321 to set up an appointment or log on to rlc.edu for more information.
Let's go back to the field. Powered by Banterra Bank.
And we'll be back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com. We will see 6, 7, and 8. 2 up here in the top half of the 6th. The Rams surrender 4 more in the bottom half of the 5th to make it a 6-0 Highland lead. Definitely have to get the bats working now. Right away. Let's see split. Last scores coming your way here in just a moment as we wrap up some regionals and some surprises along the way. Here comes the first pitch, and Young will rake that through for a leadoff base hit. Good job by CY to get aboard. Good. Maybe wreak some havoc here for the Rams as they face a new pitcher. Towards hit, number 10, Austin McLeod. Williams, who had success in the first at bat against a new pitcher, Ponce, earlier. Steps in 1 for 2. Takes the first pitch low for a ball. It's 1-0 to Williams. Runner on first, nobody out in the 6th. It'll be in the dirt again. It's 2-0. Staying put is Young.
Down 6. Can't stray off the bag too far.
No, you need every runner you can get. Staying in the on-deck circle is Pat Bradford. And here comes the first strike to Williams. He'll swing it back.
Williams had a good swing, just couldn't catch up to the high heat.
No, that was quick. So a fireball from the lefty Austin McLeod that time. Runner on first. The count is 2 balls and a strike. And with nobody out, that's out. The 6 count will go 3-1 on a high changeup. That or breaking pitches didn't break. Wow. Of course, Pat the bat wearing the old school Franklin batting gloves that I was always a big fan of. 3-1 coming. High, and that'll put 2 aboard.
Quiet in many places right now. Tension brewing.
Ram of the Year, Nathan Holt, will stand in the on-deck circle as Pat the bat will make his appearance. We'll have Coach come out to the mound to talk to his hurler, driven by King City Chrysler Center and Fuller Square. It'll be a quick visit. 2 on and nobody out at the top of the 6. Pat Bradford will pinch hit. This is a great opportunity.
Boy, what will happen?
Pat, hate to come all this way on a Saturday morning just to lose one game. The Rams are going to try to rally here in the top half of the 6th. Big opportunities for Bradford and Holt, respectively. As Bradford will stand in with 2 on and nobody out. Top of the 6-0 ball game on top of the Bulldogs here at home. This will be game number 35 for both teams. Rams only had 1 rain out on the year. Here it comes. That's going to be high to Bradford. Rams lost a game with Benton on a Monday. I believe that was Monday, May the 7th. About an inch of rain. Well, not really an inch. It looked like an inch on the field. Came at about 3:45, the worst possible time to get rain. And here comes the 1-0 to Bradford out front. 1-1. I have a feeling the bottom of the 6th, we're going to have a better outlook on, better update on some of the regional championships. Here comes Bradford. Will get a piece of this and send it to center. Happy to run back is Carragher. That one's going to be deep and to the wall. Behind Young is Williams. They're going to have to do something here. Holloway's going to have to wave them both around. Bradford was caught almost between first and second. And it's like in the movie Major League 2 where Williams is right behind Young. They both scored at the same time.
Double and an 2 RBIs for Pat the Bat. Gets Mount Vernon on the board.
Pat the Bat was dancing between first and second. Sides on second base. Decided that opportunity would be much better than just a single. And the Rams on the board. We're going to see a new pitcher.
Pointed out that he had won about 380 feet.
Yes.
Got that one very nicely. And Highland's going to go through their order.
So we'll downgrade in terms of jersey number from number 10 to number 9. Certainly do not mean that in terms of character or pitching quality. If Spencer Holzinger will come in. Spencer, of course, in the traditional sense.
Nice play. Pat Bratt gets a big hit. Remember we talked about it last night. Tim Holloway brought it up. Pat the Bat's had some good swings lately, and he's starting to show that. Gets rewarded there. Windsor beat Central A&M 4-3.
Oh, wow. So it'll be an interesting line. It's not completed yet on Austin McLeod. If you need to spell that young man's last name, I'll leave you the roster. At this point, exactly. So McLeod does not pitch an inning whatsoever. Not a third, not 2 thirds, not 1. He is still responsible for Pat the Bat. Rams back within 4. It's a shame that with the runs given up in the bottom half of the 5th, this would be a tie ball game. So Holt will stand in with an RBI chance and nobody out. Last night named the Ram of the Year at the baseball banquet. On deck is Zach Jones. So this could be a big inning for the Rams. Need to get it against Holzinger here. He'll throw. Heat just missed by Holt.
Big inning here. Like to keep something going, nobody out.
So Holt is ready to go on an 0-1. Here comes. Change up that time in the dirt, and Bradford's going to try to go to third. Throw is going to get away. Bradford's going to get up in a hurry. In the way was the third.
Yeah, that'll be interference. And Bradford will score anyway. There was going to be interference called. Bradford was able to score on the error, and now 6-3.
6-3 on the knee, too. Yep. – So nobody out, a 1-1 count with the bases empty for hold. All the runs belong to McLeod.
Now the inning starts over, basically.
Yes, sir. So it's a 1-1 count. Holzinger, if he can make it through, will get the full inning. Even though he came on in relief with 2 runs having scored and a runner on second with nobody out. 1-1 the count here to Holt. That's a good opportunity here to keep a rally going. Pitch is on the way, and that's going to be low, but it catches 1-2. Man, oh man. Ooh, in the dirt again. Count even. Keeping them low. Giving credit.
Yeah.
There's such thing as a little too low, however. Not to be confused with too low. 2-2 coming. Fouled off. Good job to stay alive here by Holt. Little catch the top of the backstop. Line I had on Ponce, I could be wrong, was 1 in the third with 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Line on McLeod, if I'm not mistaken. No innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Maybe. As this will be softly hit in front of the second baseman. He'll rush a throw in time. 4-3 goes Holt, but a good at bat.
Good at bat. First out of the inning.
Scores a run if the runner doesn't score on the air.
Right.
I love productivity, and that's what it would have been, but it'll bring the top of the order, Zach Jones and Landon Thomas. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 6th. Rams rallying thus far. It's 6-3 Highland on top. What a come from behind fashion this will be if the Rams are able to overtake. Here comes to Jones, and the lefty will take a ball in the dirt. He is due today. He is 0 for 3, and unfortunately, and I don't like to talk much about it, he struck out 3 times. Zach is due. Offensive Player of the Year named last night at the banquet. That's the mark for triples in Mount Vernon history. He'll just miss on a high fastball.
Good swing there.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Here we go. Jones will take a pitch low and away. Should be 2-1. Should be doesn't always mean it is. It is in this case, however. 2 balls and a strike to Jones with nobody aboard, and he will pop that up left side and needs to screw that or play in a hurry. Chasing after it's the third baseman Haber, who was the starting pitcher. Ladies and germs, I believe he has lost his victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lots of things coming in now. Game starting at 10, 11 o'clock around the state, starting to trickle in, regional play-wise. One in particular is eerily quiet.
Yes, sir.
Must be tension-filled, Perry County, between Benton and DuQuoin.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jones will tap this one foul to stay alive, and that's what he needs. Try to stay alive to find his pitch to smash it somewhere. 1 gone, the base is empty. Rams will score 3 here in the top half of the 6th inning to cut it in half. What was a 6-0 deficit has evolved into a 3-run deficit at 6-3. Some of the youngins from the Little League game taking this one in. As this one is going to be right past the pitcher to short. He'll take a bad hop, but before it's safely on a single, it's Jones.
6th hit of the day for the Rams.
That'll bring
continues.
A kid that's really mashed the ball lately, and that's Landon Thomas. So Jones is on first here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. He represents the 4th run of the ball game for the Rams. They can find a way to get him home. Saunders on deck, of course. We're in the possibly seeing the Rams at the top of the order here. All of them do. Here comes. Thomas ground out to short his last time up, but had been on base 2 times prior. Now takes a pitch high, 1-0. Holzinger, 4th pitcher today for Highland. Now the stretch will fire the 1-0, and that is to be fouled off. That was a good cut. Just
good swing. He was on it. Got in off the hand. Oh, it's nice to see Mount Vernon rally a little bit here. Didn't roll over. Didn't want to get back. Didn't want to, get back on the bus, go home, hang your head. Battling back here, 6-3 in the 6th.
See what happens on a 1-1. Holzinger will fire out of the stretch. That's going to get away. To second base will go Jones off the wild pitch. The Rams have another in scoring position here with just 1 out, a 2-1 count. right now, Rams are threatening and really could use some more runs here in the top half of the sixth. As long as they get them before the game's over, that's all that matters. 2-1 the count here to Thomas. RBI chance, that's going to be low. 3 balls and a strike.
Getting to this bullpen a little bit, you maybe see a weakness out of Highland here.
Well, you know they have one because this is a good team, though, with 9 losses. Everybody has their up and downs over a long season, but every team has to have some sort of weakness. 3-1 coming. Going to be outside and going to be a full count.
Thomas is already off to the base, off the first. I can tell Landon, you better swing if it's close, leaving the home plate area before the umpire calls it. The umpire was already looking at him, shaking his head. If it's not in dirt over the catcher's head, you better be swinging.
Full count, 1 gone. A runner on second base here for the Rams as they're trying to come back in the top of the 6th. Holzinger looks back at Jones off the second. Fires home out of the stretch, and this will be a shot ground ball. Could be trouble. Thomas on his horse and beat. Called out at first. Wow. Okay. Oh. So Thomas, who appeared to be safe from my perspective, is
I goes
out.
Home team.
You bet. I goes to the paycheck.
Safe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's got to play. Benton wins in 8, 4-3 on a walk-off walk. Benton 4-3 over DuPoint on a walk-off walk.
Wow. Saunders will take outside. That's going to be 1-0. Runner did advance to third, though, at least. Now he hopes that Saunders keeps the inning alive, as he'll take low. It's 2-0. Even hope for a wild pitch here. As long as it gets away from the catcher, gets to the backstop, that's plenty of time for Jones to come around to score. Lays off again inside with a fastball. It's 3-0 here to Saunders, who is 0 for 2, but walked and emerged to second base on a wild pitch back in the 5th. Holzinger fires a 3-0 pitch right across the plate. It's 3-1.
Benton will play AJ in a sectional final rematch.
Nice. Things are really starting to take shape. Of course, this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. 3-1. High, and it's swung on a miss. High fastball. It's full count. I have a feeling you really need to get this 4th run here. Pressure will really be on in the 7th if you don't get it done here. Here it comes. It's low, but strike 3, and it's going to be called. And that'll do it through 5.5 as the Rams score 3 to cut it in half. 6-3 Highland. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Are you looking for an automobile that is capable of 40 miles per gallon of gas? Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have 3 choices in the Ford car lineup that will achieve 40-plus miles per gallon. For a start, come in and see our 2012 Ford Fiesta that proves that spirited driving doesn't have to drain your pocketbook. Also, you may try the 2012 Ford Focus, which has a 40-mile-per-gallon highway fuel economy rating. Or, last but not least, come in and test drive and see our 2012 Ford Fusion Hybrid that boosts fuel economy to 41 miles per gallon in city driving. That is a lot of errands. If you want the Fiesta, Focus, or Fusion Hybrid, any of the 3 will save you big dollars no matter what the price at the gas pump is. Come see these at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rest.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball on the road at Glick Park. We had the bottom half of the 6th for Highland. It'll be 8-9-1. Joel Mason, Nick Falconbush, and Mitch Carragher. For any other changes to the Highland lineup. 6-3 as the Rams scored a few there in the top half of the inning. At least cut it in half. Your new pitcher will be Zach Jones. Taking his place at shortstop will be Hayden Paninsky. Coming in for Paninsky out on the left will be Clayton Reeves, while Nathan Holt will replace Josh Gately as he stays in the game in right field. So those are your Rams defensive adjustments here in the bottom half of the 6th, hoping to keep the Bulldogs at bay here in inning number 6. See what they can make happen in the top half of the 7th. What'll be their last chance? got in terms of scores? I guess we can get to the
Well,
first
AJ
pitch.
beat Murphy 5-3, Benton over DuQuoin 4-3, Westland over Nashville 6-1, Woodlawn over Trico 5-4, Goreville leads Crab 6-0, Gallatin County beats Weber 15-0. And the other side of baseball, Aldie over Mount Carmel 12-2, Mount Zion beats St. T 6-0, T-Town beats Shelbyville 8-0. Those are all finals on the baseball side of things.
So Mason will stand in to face Jack Jones. The pass ball low, misses. 1 ball, no strikes. So scoreboard updates were presented by Tony Wilson, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance financial service needs, see Tony in Mount Vernon. He is off the corner of 42nd South Water Tower. And you can find him online at TonyWilson.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We await the 1-0 pitch from Jones. Fastball up the ladder that time. Misses 2-0. So we'll be curious to see, as all those runs belong to McLeod, not the pitcher Holzinger. As he settled down there in the top of the 6th. Curious to see if Highland changes it up again in the 7th. Jones will fire on a 2-0, catches the outside corner that time. 2 balls and a strike. So congratulations to the Woodlawn Cardinals and Lady Cardinals. They sweep their regionals today. Lady Cardinals beat Waltonville Centralier, and the Cardinals beat Post Trico in thrilling fashion. 2-1. I'll miss outside 3-1. What more do you have to do? Go down the middle.
Goreville softball beat Cobden, as we reported.
So Goreville sweeps regional. 3-1 Cobden. Just catches. Full count.
Goreville will play Oakville, I believe, if I remember right.
Here it comes, and this is going to be fouled back.
Take that back. Goreville plays Marissa next week.
So the boys head to Marissa. The girls play Marissa. Yep. Full count, make or break for Zach Jones and the Rams here on this leadoff at bat. Mason will turn inside. It'll be a leadoff walk.
Tough zone right now.
Yes, sir.
I'll say that much. Boy, that's a tough zone. St. Anthony beat Dietrich 4-2 today. That's that other section on Class 1A baseball. That goes into the St. Anthony section on that.
And showing Buzz Balkenbush on the first pitch he sees. It'll be to Jones. And the shortstop turn pitcher today will fire it over to first base. Good cover there by Matthew Williams. It'll go down as a 1-4. Second Rice will advance the runner down to second. You can hear Grant Garrett yelling 1, 1, 1. Telling the pitcher, throw that baby. Or catcher, coach should say. Confused by that score. I know why I'm confused. Carriger will having at bat here in the 6th. He has been pesky today, reaching all 3 times he's been up. He is 1 for 1. Does have a single and 2 runs scored. Corners are playing cautiously, awaiting the possible bunt. This one's going to be popped up left side. Peninsky will be the man to play. Want to move far, he'll make the grab. So 2 away, and for the first time today, the Rams retire Carriger. This is one of those we kind of hope it goes 9 innings, because it looks like they're starting to figure it out. But fortunately, we only play 7 regulation.
Yeah. Like maybe a pinch hitter here. Number 1 coming in for Mr. Duncan.
So life's a highway here for us.
Yeah.
This is Tim Cochran. Whoops. Well, that's been a heck of a reference. Cochran will pinch hit for Duncan here in the 6th. 2 outs and a runner on second for Highland. They lead 6-3 in the home half of the 6th from Blick Park. Glad to have you with us on WMIX, online always at mywithersradio.com. Streaming video returns tonight. We kept telling you for Rams football, but it'll be for graduation tonight. You can catch that on mywithersradio.com. It's low. Garrett has no idea. It's in front of him. Jones will go ahead and run up and get it to help out his catcher, and that'll somehow the runner stayed on second base.
That's when you have to communicate to your catcher. Front of the plate. Can't say. You got to be specific, because when you're scrambling around like that, you're looking for exact direction.
Oh, no one knows how better directions can help than Zach Jones. He was the unfortunate one who could not find the ball at the Scuda. Nobody was giving him directions to find it as it blended in with some concrete. We were there right in front of it. Pickoff moved to second base. It would have had the man out, unfortunately.
Being reported the first of 2 parades in Woodlawn have begun. The softball team entering town now.
They're bigger than that. I thought they reserved that for sectional.
Well, I thought that the regional parade going on, the baseball team will get back later. They'll have another. Those of you who are driving back listening.
Nice. Hardware keeps coming.
Yes.
Comes with 1-0, Swan, a miss. 1-1 here to Cochran. Previously, Duncan had reached twice, had a couple of singles and an RBI, a couple of runs scored. He was 2 for 2. Cochran stands in. Getting a look here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones trying to get the Rams out of the inning here with a runner on second. A 63 deficit that would send them into the last chance top of the 7th. Comes off speed outside, misses. Count is 2-1. In case you're wondering, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the middle of the order due up to the Rams. I saw some JV kids roaming around. Their game must be done.
All kinds of activity.
Might have him off the second. No, not in time.
Trying to get that runner. Robinson Baseball Sectional. Mount Zion versus Olney and T-Town probably versus Harrisburg. Vandalia and Robinson Sectionals are amazing.
2A baseball's good right now. 2-1. Where's it going to be? It's going to be fouled off to even the count. Straight to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to need an out pitch here. Focus on that offense and try to get back in one in the last chance 7. Rams baseball, as always, is presented by Banterra Bank, banking with local style. We'll team up with Rim Lake College tonight to help bring you the video streaming of the Mount Vernon Township High School graduation on MyWeathersRadio.com at 8 o'clock. 2-2 coming. Where's it going to be? It's going to be out to right center field. Who's going to come up with it? Holtz will make the grab on the run, and the Ram of the year helps get the Rams out of the inning here. We are through 6, still 6-3 Highland. This is Rams baseball on WMIX.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to Rams baseball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And we welcome you back. Rams baseball, last chance for the visiting Rams. They trail 6-3. Top of the 7th we go. And we'll see Spencer Holzinger come out for his second inning of work. So this will be the most innings pitched since Haber started us with 3 2/3. Rams baseball presented by Banterra Bank. Lead off the summer with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank is banking with local style, member FDIC. So it is Garrett, Metter, and Young. Garrett will take in the dirt. Nobody want to know. Walked his last time up. It was part of the duo that was stranded back in the 5th. Rams have had some chances today. A little minimal. Yep. Stranded quite a few. 1-0's coming. Here it is high. 2-0 to Garrett. Good eye. Hopefully Jones will be in a position to win this one today. See what happens after the 2-0 to Garrett. It looks itself into the strike zone across the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
Modern day of Salem. Left on Salem, 11-8 mistake.
It is. 2-1 coming. It's going to be sent the opposite way. Look out. Session. Alice.
It is a Palace. By comparison, South Central beat Edwards County 4-3 in baseball today.
Wow. When you go to some of the places I've been and seen some of the places I've seen, that's pals compared to some of the tents you see popped up in places. 2-2 is going to miss outside. The count is full here to Garrett. A good eye with Metter on deck.
Taking a close one there.
Colt Metter among the Rams that are due today. If Garrett will get a piece of this one, sends it right back up the middle for a base hit. So the Rams are going to try to make it happen here, top of the 7th. Down 6-3, and that'll bring up Metter.
That'll bring in a courtesy runner. Good to see Garrett, even though down 6-3, not to give out an at-bat. We get all kinds of noise and things going on.
Somehow, I'm going to have to inquire on that nickname.
George?
Yeah. So Holzinger out of the stretch for the runner on first. Nobody out in the Rams half of the 7th. Fires a low fastball for a ball to Metter. He starts out 1-0.
Game 2.5 hours old.
That's gone quite a while today.
Yes.
Longest Ram game in recent memory. In the dirt again, and that'll get away. Ellis will stay put. It's 2-0. Young on deck. Williams in the hole here for the Rams. They were desperately trying to come back here in the top half of the 7th inning. Tying run is on deck. Let's see. It'll be low and away, but a strike to Metter. Wow. 2-1.
Corville finished off Crab Orchard in high school baseball. Woodlawn play Corville next Wednesday at Marissa.
Metter gets a piece of it, sends it the opposite way. It'll be a base hit. And I told you Colt Metter was due. And there you go. Back-to-back base hits get it started for the Rams here in the 7th. Tying run will come to the plate. Colin Young. This is a big opportunity. The Rams are going to have to capitalize and push them across the plate here in the last chance 7th. Woodlawn, a regional champion on both sides of the gender. Same for Goreville.
That's Goreville's 8th regional in a row.
Really?
Yep, 8 consecutive.
In baseball?
What it says.
Wow.
Can't be. Let's check on that.
Yeah.
Think somebody's feeding me a line.
Yeah, here comes. Popped up foul territory. The catcher may not get to it in time. Cooper lost track of it. And it hits the base of the backstop.
It's a good battle. Mount Vernon, I've seen a lot of character today. Things haven't gone their way. Battled. So one sectional is about, most of them are. Getting closer, little by little, as would be expected.
This game is 8 by comparison.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with 2 aboard here. That's the count to Colin Young. He wanted time, won't get it. It's going to be low.
We're going to have to mow the grass. They'll get after this game gets tied up. Let's mow the grass with been here so long.
See what happens on the 1-1, 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 7th, a 6-3 ball game. Holzinger will fire high, and that'll hit him. High enough that my vantage point would not have allowed me to see that very well, but that'll once the base is loaded. Hello.
Uh-oh. Warm up bullpen action. Here comes a new pitcher, more than likely.
This is the mound is driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler Center. Light hail means a hail sale at Ford Square and King City Chrysler. So there's going to be some strategy discussed over here.
Yeah, base is loaded and nobody out. The Mount Vernon team that, it's like them, will shoot the bus right off to get to this point, you know?
Now that's a definite delay tactic here.
Delay tactic of 2.5 hours of baseball.
Yeah. Now I remember how I got a sunburn under this facility last time because it was 2 games this way last time we were here.
Right.
It was probably the longest doubleheader I ever remember. I remember that now. I didn't get back in town till like 6.
No pitching change?
For 7.
And now, a little hit here. You get Matthew Williams, a guy that's perfect for this situation. Get something going.
Perfect to loop in and make it very interesting. Williams on with the bases loaded. Nobody out top of the 7th. Peninsky stands on deck for the Rams. Olsinger looks back. He'll fire to Williams. Williams got a piece of it. Had a good look and a good swing. So the backstop goes 0-1. Williams is 1 for 2 today. Walked and scored back in the 6th. Looks like it might be Steve warming up. Huh. Here it comes to Williams. He'll take low, and the count's even 1-1. So only one full inning thus far. 4. Olsinger. Here it comes. So this one's going to be trouble, but it's right back to the second baseman and doubled off at second base. There's 2 outs. And that'll do it for Colton Benner off the second. Still to be runners at corners and 2 gone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners, or 1 ball, 1 strike was when the pitch was hit. A soft liner right to the second baseman who doubles off.
You have to freeze on those line drives. I mean, you can't be straight off the bag on those. Or you go from something there, and then you go into this. Rally killer is what that is.
Yep. So now it's an opportunity. Try to get the tying run back on and maybe score a couple, but the last chance for the Rams could be Hayden Peninsky. 2 gone now after that double play. Pitch on the way. It's going to be low and away. It'll be 1. And 0 to Peninsky. Man, oh man. Could be a rally-killing double play. Yeah. Bad luck. 1-0 coming to Hayden. He will look at blowing away again. 2-0.
That's a tough take. That's a tough take there. 2-0. I'm being harassed over here. There was a phone call. My name was mentioned.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, I know.
The 2-0 count, here it comes, and that is going to be a high strike, 2-1.
Once you hear who it is, you won't be surprised.
It's
amazing how small the world really is.
I have a feeling I know exactly who it is. Somebody with a lot of wins, maybe.
Yeah.
2-1 coming. High again. 3-1.
Amazing how small the world actually is.
Oh, of course. And near the bottom of the hour, we can say this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Online at mywithersradio.com. 3-1. The Peninsky tying run, and he will take that right across the plate. Counts full. So the Rams are down to their final strike.
Can't go any further. Runner will go with first. On Young. Down to the final 1. Might be the longest game of the year the Rams have played in 7 innings, I believe.
Longest game we've done. It's not a doubleheader. 3-count, make or break, swung on a miss, and Highland able to hang on. It took a double play here in the 7th after the Rams had the bases loaded with nobody out. But Highland will hang on to win. We'll say all about the Bean Insurance postgame show coming up next. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Life is no easy task for anyone. We all want to better ourselves and our financial situation. Feel like you're going nowhere? Or just ready for a new challenge? Or wanting the college experience without going deeper into debt? Regardless of your answer, Rend Lake College is your vehicle to a brighter future. With over 100 degree and certificate programs, Rend Lake College can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at Rend Lake College. Summer courses begin June 4th and are already open for registration. Get some of your core courses out of the way during the summer months. Smaller class sizes mean more focus on you and a laid-back atmosphere allowing you the challenge of a great college experience without going deeper into debt. Rend Lake College's counselors are always on hand to help guide you to your new opportunity. Call 437-5321 to set up an appointment or log on to rlc.edu for more information.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford and Chrysler dealer in Mount Vernon. Recently, big storms brought light hail to the area, And that means big savings for you at Ford Square Mount Vernon and King City Chrysler Center. A little hail damage means extra savings for you on all new and used Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. You can even save on our pre-owned vehicles too. We are talking savings in the thousands. You heard it right, savings in the thousands, like up to $13,000 on select new Dodge Ram pickups, or save up to $8,000 on savings on Ford F-150 pickups. Ford Square Mount Vernon and King City Chrysler Center, exceeding your expectations. Come see us at 1501 Broadway and 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and save big.
Okay, people, here's your chance to come clean. Been punished? What did you do?
I backed into a tree.
I got dinged at the mall.
I hit black ice, then a parked car.
And your punishment was?
They raised my auto premium.
Here's how to stop the punishment. Get Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. With Rate Lock, you'll get a low rate that stays low, even if you file a claim. You're locked in until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Oh. Which means when you call on us, you'll feel like you're supposed to feel. Relieved.
So talk to us at the Bean Insurance Agency today. Call 618-242-6017. That's 618-242-6017. Or go to beaninsurance.net.
See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie. Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance Postgame Show starts now.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com. Glad to have you aboard. As we begin the Bean Insurance Postgame Show, Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance, of course, has multiple top insurance companies to choose from with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 244-BEAN. That's 244-2326. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jesse Clark is back at our studios in Mount Vernon. And the Rams, Danny, tried to make a comeback there in the 6th and the 7th, but ultimately followed through the Highland Bulldogs by a final of 6-3.
Tough one. I mean, you get down 6. Team like this, you battle back against their bullpen, and we're able to get some runs back, but, there's not much you can do. You got a good team like Highland, and it's tough to come back when a team like that gets a 6-run lead, lose 6-3, saw some things come out, but now it's all done. You start 0-0 on Wednesday when the postseason regional begins at Waterloo. Well, that you do, and unfortunately for the Rams, can't strand 11 runners and win a lot of ball games, but they gave it a heck of an effort here today. They will finish the regular season with a mark of 26-9. It's certainly a mark to be proud of as 3-time South 7 champions looking for their third consecutive regional crown this following week. Yeah, some things got to change. You got some things to work on. So, again, it's just part of the whole battle here that is baseball in general. No kidding. A great team heading into that Waterloo Regional as the number 1 seed. Let's hear the Heartland County postgame. Mount Vernon, 3 runs, 8 hits, an error, 11 left on base. Highland, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. Brendan Pons is your winner, and Brock Fulkerson your loser in a game that took 2.5 hours to play today. Mount Vernon loses here at Highland by a score of 6-3.
Get started right, and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We will take a break. Before we do, let's remind you that Bean Insurance, chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts away at the Bean Insurance Agency, plus you won't know how much you can save until you give them a call. 244-BEAN. That's 244-2326. We'll take that break, come back with your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. Time now for the Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game.
And we welcome you back to the Bean Insurance post-game show. Independent agencies keep the customer in mind. Bean Insurance has relationships with dozens of insurance companies, allowing you to get the right price with the right service, regardless of your personal history. Call Bean Insurance or stop by for the right coverage with a personal touch. 6-3 your finals. The Rams fall on the road in the regular season finale against Highland. 26-9 is where they finish up their regular season mark. Highland improves to 24-9. Finish up their regular season. All we really have left to do here, of course, is give you your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game, and it is
Pat Bradford. Get him off the bench with a 2 RBI double to get the Rams on the board, and kind of sparked Mount Vernon a little bit with that at-bat to kind of get them fired up, and didn't come out with a win, got them to 6-3, 6-2, but Pat Bradford with that hit as your Player of the Game.
And later came around to score on an error that made it 6-3, so Pat, in his own way, involved in all 3 Ram runs. That's going to do it for us today. Before, let's remind you, Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game, obviously presented by ComFirst. Great traditions aren't given, they're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. 6-3 your final. Brock Fulkerson will take the loss. Brendan Poss gets the win for the Bulldogs. They head to their own regional. They will play Centralia on Wednesday night. Rams will be next at Waterloo on Wednesday at 4 o'clock against the winner of the 4-5 play-in game between Carbondale and Waterloo. We'll know that result on Monday. We'll keep you updated on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, as well as Twitter, where you can follow us at 94 Sports, or you can stay tuned to our broadcasts on AM 940 and 94.1 FM on a daily basis. That does it for us here today. Don't forget, you can catch the Class of 2012 commencement exercises with a live video stream, live video webcast on mywithersradio.com. You can watch that tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll have that for you courtesy of Renly College and Banterra Bank. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jesse Clark back at our Mount Vernon studios, for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball. Back on the air on Wednesday. I'm Chris Hugo. The final score here, the Mount Vernon Rams fall to Highland 6-3 at Click Park. So long for Madison County.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Rend Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX.